is a production of Darn TV.
Boy, it'd help if we had some music going or something.
Yeah, what happened to that?
The
little
cord,
impromptu.
The cord is gone. I don't know if somebody stole it or what, but
Somebody sneak in here when we're not in
be
here?
careful. If you lean too far back, you will not be on the camera.
That's okay.
I think people would enjoy that.
They'll see my belly, not my face.
Welcome, episode 42, I think, of the Dirt Weekly. Second episode
right.
of 2024.
Yeah.
Joined tonight. Happy Valentine's Day, everybody.
Yeah.
I'm here with my Valentine. Sorry, Jenny, at home.
Yeah.
Tina.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, this wasn't
Taylor.
as easy as it sounded. Craig couldn't hold up.
Yeah, we were going to go with 4 tonight. We're down to 3 because Craig had to take care of the Valentine.
And possibly a set of wobbly knees the way we are.
So happy Valentine's Day out there to everybody watching in Facebook land. If you're just joining us or we're just getting started here, comment below. Give us something to talk about because, we're going to ramble on about just about anything and nothing all at the same time.
Well, we default to school sports, so that can or cannot be entertaining. So,
Class B, Class A, well, actually Double A, every all the sports this next month or so. We probably won't do a show until I'm guessing towards the end of March because the next month is going to be crazy with high school sports.
Yep.
For all of us. Well, you're not into high school with your girls yet, but hockey
this weekend, WDA, I won't miss that, and then next weekend state.
Yeah.
Pay attention to it.
Yes.
And
we don't want to go that far out yet, but it might just figure its way out that far out.
It was pretty cool to have all you guys at Peyton's game the other night.
That was fun. Yeah. Yeah, we got to see we both got seniors, so we got to see Peyton play her possibility of a last game, but
could have
with
been
a 2-point victory, they're going on. You only need 1, but they had 2, so so that was awesome. It was a no-biter game.
We get to play Monday. It's going to be a busy week with PSP Network. I know Jenny's going to be tied up with Nick and PSP Network, which you can catch all the tournament action for the local area sports on PSP.network.
And that'll be at the auditorium?
Auditorium,
yeah. And then we'll be at the Dome.
You'll be at the Dome. So the Dome doesn't have coverage.
Yeah.
Unless I go up there with my phone.
We threaten. Okay. Yeah. So
Nick said he will not sanction a PSP Network broadcast with me as play-by-play and you as color.
He
said that might have to be the first Darn TV one. So then we could bring the hockey player Smalls in for a third color.
Man.
So
I'm
there's
interested.
a foul down there on the floor. Smalls would go, what is this, not hockey or what? That ain't a foul.
Where's the Zamboni?
Barely hit her.
Didn't even knock her into the boards. What's going on?
She jumped right up. Yeah. She's good.
Back to Dirt Weekly talk. First off, we don't know the story. I'm just going to say thoughts and prayers with the Binstock family down in Dickinson.
Yeah.
Jordan Binstock no longer with us, a racer down in the Dickinson area. As I said, I know nothing of the story. I just know that he's no longer with us. So thoughts and prayers down there to them guys. From us here and our families, everybody up here in Minot. So,
yes.
Terrible deal when you get on Facebook and you see a racer that's passed or
something happened. So.
Right.
Well,
So it's us. So.
Yeah, it's one of us. It could happen anytime, any.
You just never know.
And another one that hits you and I pretty hard, that Tiana Weeks, senior at Bishop Ryan in Peyton's class, got in a nasty car accident. Yeah. Sounds like she's improving. She's 2 weeks. It's been 2 weeks since the accident. It happened 2 Wednesdays ago.
Wednesdays. Okay, yeah. That was right out by my house. We heard the tires squealing. That was a bad deal. So prayers for her. She she's going the right way. Good to hear.
It's it hits close to home when they're the same age as our daughters and they're driving their cars. Or yours will be there soon, and you'll have to worry about the same thing every time they leave the house.
Yeah, 10 years. Whew.
Yeah.
It happens like that.
Yeah.
It feels like about 2, so maybe 1. Yeah. Well, we live at the speed of life, and that all comes with it. And you're right. I mean, You're always concerned. Once a parent, always a parent. So
Started off on
yours and friends.
kind of a somber note, but I just wanted to get that out there to begin with. So I know they're doing a benefit for the Tiana family and stuff. So that can be found on Facebook. Just search Tiana.
For sure. Racing, we do have some racing. We had some Arizona stuff we haven't caught up on yet.
Brock.
The Brockster.
The Brockster. Yeah.
See, we haven't had a show yet.
So that would have been that weekend after
our show.
Last show, yeah.
Brock went down to the second weekend of that, I don't know, Ernie Mincy Thaw or whatever. I don't know what it was called. Early Thaw.
Ernie Mincy deal?
Yeah, the first night he ran out of talent, and then the second night
he finally had
he
enough
redeemed
talent.
himself.
Yeah.
Well, Brandon and I kind of made fun of him, so.
We didn't kind of. We
Yeah.
did make fun of him.
And then he proved us wrong.
Nothing gets you back in the game like a good poke.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, Brock picked up the win in the stock car down there. Kind of. That's the same car that I drove, the green one that you see up there.
Yeah, that's
There
yellow.
you go.
Yellow one that you see up there. It's the same one I drove at the Stampede. Brock drove it last fall. So really, honestly, it was like he didn't race it at Winter Nationals, so it was maybe like the 6th night on the car since we bought it. He bought it at Super Nationals last year.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, I would say Jordan knows what color green is.
Yeah.
It's green. It's
Yeah.
greener now.
Right.
It was yellow.
Oh.
Oh, he's got green numbers on it. It looks like a Brock car now.
Yeah,
So-
I'm going to say it. The number at the front of the door is ugly on the stock car.
NASCAR.
Well, I don't know
Is
if he's
it?
trying to go NASCAR or what he's trying to go,
Oh.
but
I didn't pay attention to that part. It was just green. I was in.
Jesse Long wants to know, did you call Brock and tell him how much he sucked when he got out of the car? Because that's what you did to him down in Yuma.
It just didn't help him.
It just didn't help Jesse.
No.
Hey, Jesse made the feature on his
Well, it
last
kinda-
night there. So
We gave
So
you,
I guess it
Yeah.
did kind of help.
It did
yeah,
help.
Yeah.
yeah.
yeah, we
So
gave you kudos last episode for making the A main there,
Yeah.
Jesse. So
Maybe that's what I'll just do this summer. Sit at home in the garage and watch darn TV. If you suck, I'll call you. And
hopefully it motivates you and you'll get a top
God,
5
yeah.
or maybe a win.
I hope I'm early on your schedule.
I
so
should charge $5 to do
The
that.
results are awesome. So
$5 a phone call.
Yeah.
bounce back is great. So
There you go.
yeah. So Brock did a great job there. It looked like everybody was tough on the right rear tires. They were lucky to be holding air, but nonetheless he did, and good on him. So I like it. With that said, him and Adam got some plans.
Yeah, it sounds like
They're,
they're. We better not do that. Bring in.
Oh,
Well,
cut out
I don't
Smallsy.
mind that.
Oh.
I guess I could have left that up there. You guys wanted to see it or what?
I don't know.
Yeah.
So-
And then speaking of the Arizona deal, Spencer's been down there too and has ran.
Yeah, he's been running right up
Really
there well,
good.
too.
So,
He got his second one night, or was it third?
well, I can't remember the official results, but he's been pretty consistent in that top 5 area.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, he's on the the
yeah.
part that shows when they show the
Right.
results. Yeah.
I know. I
Yeah.
think this last weekend he kind of was didn't go very good for him, but for the most part, he's been pretty consistent
Yeah.
on
Thought he
being
ran pretty
fast.
good, too.
So
Like I say, he was there multiple nights there.
See, I
right
think
in
he
that
only
group.
he only made 1 or 2 nights down at the Winter Nationals
right,
He
yeah,
was-
that didn't go very good. And then
at
the
Central
next,
Arizona.
yeah,
And one of the biggest things that I will say that Brock had feedback on, that Central Arizona Raceway versus Yuma or Kokopah, Central Arizona is more of a racetrack that we race up here.
I
yeah,
see.
The
ba-
shape of
bank
it,
and-
the banking of it, the dirt of it, a little bit of character here and there. It had some character, but it was smooth for the most part, with a little bit of. Then it took rubber as the night went on, and
Right.
Yeah.
with the amount of cars and with the track problems they had, they went from one direction all the way to the other. It's that typical overcorrection thing.
Yeah.
They had some super big holes one night. Guys were getting all 4 wheels off the ground. That's how big the holes were, and they went the other direction and.
yeah, and then they had late models.
Yeah, you had
and-
late models and
so-
stuff.
Yeah, a lot of traffic.
Right.
Mhm.
And it's
Sound like some daytime racing too, and that
Yeah.
really
Yeah.
brings out the rubber. So.
And as long as it's not an every night deal or an every week deal, some tire management in races, there ain't nothing wrong with
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, like I say, you don't need it every night, but it is a curveball every once in a great while, and that works for some teams too. So, want to keep it spicy.
but yeah, he didn't have much of his right rear left. I should have
Yeah,
brought that photo up, huh?
there was chunks of none of it left. So,
You didn't
hell
really
there.
get anything prepared.
Do you think I prepare for this show? Like, and my
sometimes.
my
I mean-
preparation for this show is a text message to you guys at what 4 o'clock today. Hey guys,
Yeah.
we'll get started about 7.
that was actually kind of early. I was shocked. I'm used to the 5:30 job, so
We rely on Facebook
Making
World
sure you're
to
on the way
help
home.
us out, but
Yeah.
what do you got on there? Anything? Nothing yet?
Just Jesse Long. He's
Oh.
the number one commenter of the night. He heard Smalls bought a sprint car. What do we got there?
Ooh, wow.
Well, I don't fit in it.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
No, he
I
didn't
don't
say
know.
he
I
didn't buy one. He
Yeah.
just said he don't fit in it.
Well, I don't
first
know.
things first. You got a sprint car?
Yeah, I got a mod and I don't fit in that either.
Oh, well, you race that, so what's the
well-
sprint car question?
Well, we got a newer mod.
oh,
Made a trip to Iowa and got one. So
Smalls did not buy a sprint car. That
No.
rumor can stop now.
and
okay.
and
okay.
I didn't
I'm
buy
confused.
I didn't buy the mod either. I'm just gonna put it together and try and maybe win finally.
Smalls is going to make Craig's life probably difficult because he's going to be Rage Nation USA probably without a Rage bumper, so it just confuses.
Ooh.
Yeah, and Darren will probably keep the rage bumper
better
on
run
a-
that
But he'll be
yeah,
a victory.
Yeah.
You better run that through HR first.
Yeah. Well, HR ain't here tonight. He's
right. I'm nervous. This might not go good. You have to put a rage bumper on a rage car. HR says so.
yeah.
Nick Lund says, hello, old friends.
Hi, Nick.
Haven't seen
Where-
Nick
yeah.
for a while.
And
He
What-
moved. Where did he move to?
Nick moved
I
down
don't
to
know.
Wyoming, and he's working into mines down there. So
I watched him
so
race last weekend.
where
He
was
had
it?
to go on darn TV about 2020, but I watched him.
Oh,
Yeah, and I'm like,
I was wondering where you were
Well,
going
yeah.
with that. I was-
Where's he at? He was at Arizona.
yeah, no, I was
Yeah,
doing my
hello, Nick.
research and development, seeing who's still racing from 2020.
It's a scary world when you start doing that.
Yeah, it's an eye opener. He's not one of them anymore.
It's always changing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dylan Barnhart says, finally a new episode.
Haha, Dilly Bar. Dilly Bar was down in East Bay watching late models
I
go
seen
really
that.
fast. So
I seen that.
Dilly Bar, you should give us some details on that.
Dilly Bar, I think, needs to come on here and sit about right
Yeah.
here.
I know.
And maybe we
I know.
maybe we remove a Smalls or something, or I can get a 5th headset.
Yeah.
Maybe we bring
5.
Maybe we bring
That'd
Nicole
be a
on
party.
too.
That might have to be
Yeah.
a Saturday
Well,
show.
yeah. See, we got DBI and then Nicole is Blom, so it's NBI. So we got DBI and NBI. So we need NBI to make sure DBI is on the right track. So,
Well, it looks like DBI's got some work going on in the old garage.
Building race cars.
He's showing his modified to be, and it looks like he's ready for powder coat. So
When
making
does-
a metric Impala car, my kind of girl. So
When does that debut?
well, it looks like Mandan races on the 19th. So I'd say if his schedule's allowing, he's at the opener in Mandan. That's what I think.
Holy.
Billy, correct me if I'm on the wrong road here.
Jeez,
Or better yet, MBI.
Yeah.
So
He must work when he's in the garage.
yeah, exactly. Well, it's getting to be that time. That's what
yeah.
I'm saying at my shop.
Yeah.
The screw off days have got to come to an end. It's time to get going.
No more watching darn TV
Yeah.
from 2015.
Well,
Time to-
I won't even allow a
Yeah.
TV because we got KCJB.
Yeah,
that's
that's-
it. And that's enough to
And
stop
work-
you and
and-
dance every once in a
Yeah,
while.
and work stops when baby got her blue jeans on.
Yeah.
Maybe I better
Mel's
just.
been on all week.
Maybe
I
I
haven't
better.
seen Conway.
Yeah.
Of course I haven't seen Conway. I
Well,
haven't even heard him.
that's been early morning.
Oh, Conway's doing the morning shift
Yeah,
now, huh?
yeah.
He'd done a couple of midnighters. I'm like, yeah, baby.
That-
So
That's more your shift, right? Yeah.
right. I mean, if we're grinding, you stop till the song's over. So there ain't many, but
Yeah.
there's a few. With that said, sneaking in real quick, I'm working on a playlist. Don't have it done. I keep thinking I'm kind of done, and then no, got another one in there. So got to get our kids through our regionals, and then I got to sit down with Katie and got to get my playlist going because she's
and then,
on board. So.
And then a night, we need to pick a night at the Nodak
They
Speedway.
got to be in the right order.
I was thinking 4th of July night or something, to where we can tell Nick he can go to the lake. And you and I and Craig will go up and announce the 4th of July.
Oh, God,
this is just
fun.
I'm brainstorming here.
Yeah.
And then the playlist that we play for music all night is your playlist.
Oh, boy.
Wouldn't that be fun?
Well, now it's getting a little pressure, but I can take it. I can take it. I got Smallsy for backup. Yeah. See, for Smallsy and I, it's a way of life. For you, you're trying to get in there, and then, hey, we went over to the fall meeting. 9:10 on the radio. I thought he was setting me up. He says, "No, I'm working on it." So
I'm trying in the morning. When I leave out in the morning, I just don't get it in there in the afternoon. I always switch it to something else on my way back.
Somebody in my shop today at work turned it, and I said, "Hey, what are you doing?" That stays on 9:10.
you turn at my garage, it might take a week to get it dialed back in because it's scratchy. You got to when you hit it, leave it alone. Don't touch the volume either because that might not come back.
We got one from Travis Stabler Jensen that I'm going to touch on, and we're not going to go any further because we'll talk tours. He wants to know who took over the tour. Well, we're not going down that path.
We're not the people to say.
Yeah, we're not. It's not our business to say what's going on with the tour.
It's a work in motion.
The racetracks have taken over the tour. That's basically all we can say.
Things are happening.
Things are happening behind the scenes. They're working towards an end goal, and the tour will start at a track on Saturday, July, whatever it is. 6th, right? Yeah. 6th.
That Saturday is the 6th.
And it's going to be 6 nights, and it's going to go until 6, 7, 8, 9, 10,
That should be about
11th.
Yeah.
I'm private school educated, so I have to use my fingers.
Well, you were right, so it can't be all bad.
Yeah.
I'm not talking. You told me I couldn't talk on that, so.
Yeah. Well,
25M plus Gus equals national champs in 2024. Can you guess who said that?
I didn't catch the first half.
75M plus Gus equals national champs 2024.
Oh, boy.
Can you imagine who said that? Gus?
Must be somebody in the Lariat down in Velva. Or the Mint.
Oh, boy. It's only Wednesday.
He needs to get in the field or something. Well, I don't know if that's any better. He might have more time when he's in the field.
These self-driving things.
Yeah.
Travis, I'm going to send a message to you. You want to know when somebody's going to have a little more info. I don't know what info you're looking for. The tour is going to happen.
Right.
Well, maybe where and who and if there's any double headers. I mean, there's a little bit of talk going on.
Yeah, they're still trying to work through the sale of it, the purchase of it, getting everybody on the same page.
It's a process.
It's a process that, honestly, I'm going to be real with everybody. Nobody's getting paid to do it.
No.
So it's a bunch of volunteer work that's going on.
Nobody wants to draw the short straw.
But the tour will be the tour.
It's the same volunteers running racetracks now taking on something else.
So
That's about the truth.
They already have the headache of running racetracks. Now they have to get all together and run the tour.
And that's the other thing, trying to get everybody together
and get along.
And what we just talked about, the next 3 weeks of high school sports being what they are. Well, we're all parents. We're all, and I'm not involved in it. So you don't asking me what's going on with the tour ain't going to do anybody any good.
Yeah. The tour will happen again. They're working out some things that have to be worked out.
Yeah.
They'll be all right.
There'll be announcements coming soon. That's all we can say. I don't know when coming soon is, but they'll be coming soon.
The modifieds and the stock cars will be the tour again.
Yep. Other than that on the tour talk, Tougher Than Dirt tour, first week in June. We know that's going to happen. It's going to start in Underwood.
Yep. On Tuesday.
I know that. I know who runs that tour, so I know that's going to happen.
That's a short line, so.
Yeah, let's talk about that.
Yeah.
Run through your days.
June,
we got legends added. That's the big announcement.
Look at this. The guy that runs the tour doesn't even know the dates.
It's always it's a struggle. I always say the wrong day. It's June 4th.
I do the same thing. So.
Do you? I always say the wrong day.
I don't know if I'm remembering last year or trying to remember next year. So. Right.
I should have made it. See, I didn't make
Tuesday.
a graphic. This is how prepared I am.
Right.
It starts on a Tuesday, June 4th, at the McLean County Speedway, where we've started now, I think, the last 4 or 5 years, right?
Yeah, we look forward to it. We love it. So.
Then Dickinson, Willis.
Legends are involved.
Yep.
They're
the
in
Tough of the-
Underwood, and then they go.
And I'll clarify, the Legendary Tour is something that the Legend drivers put together. Brandon Anderson and a couple other ones from Mandan are Legend drivers. They wanted a Legend Tour. Legendary Tour is what they're calling it.
Mm-hmm.
They are partnering
Catchy.
up.
I like it.
Partnering up with the Tougher Than Dirt Tour on some nights because it was easier to schedule because Underwood and Dickinson already run the Legends, so it only made sense to put them on them nights. So Underwood is where we get started. You guys will have stock cars, Legends, Sport Mod, stock hobbies.
Hobbies. Yep. We'll have 4 classes that night. Stock cars will run for their weekly show. And again, the reason we do that is because we're not a full schedule like say Nodak is. So we have to get in a minimum amount of nights to crown champions and stuff like that. So we will get in. The other 3 classes will not be track points that night because of the tours. So it'll be state and regional, but it will not be track. So, but for the stock cars, it will be because on their special night, it won't be. So we got to get everybody slipped in everywhere.
I've been corrected
hope
on
we don't
something.
Get weathered. Oh, already?
I don't run the tour.
You don't?
Jenny and
Jenny,
Peyton. Jenny and Peyton. My true Valentine
It's
runs
Valentine's
the tour.
Day. Tread lightly here. Don't mess this up.
You might as well stay here tonight.
Just
nothing
curl up
blowing
in the
on me
chair
yet,
over there.
so- Is it cold in here or is it me? All right.
Sorry, I apologize, Jenny. Jenny and Peyton run the Tougher Than Dirt Tour.
Hi, Jenny.
And your track prep at Nodak too, so you know.
Tougher Than Dirt Tour night I am? Why?
I won't be here.
Where are you going to be?
In Iowa.
I thought you got to stay for the Tougher Than Dirt Tour and then leave.
No, I get to race Williston that
Oh.
Thursday, so it worked out perfect. Trickle knows how to schedule a wedding.
You got a crew all lined up to run.
Right. You got a wedding.
Yeah. So I'm going to race Williston, head home, dump the trailer off, go to Iowa.
Drive all night.
There Friday, Saturday, and then Sunday morning.
Drive all day back.
See how we're feeling and what time we leave. But it's only 8.5 hours, so it shouldn't be too bad of a drive back.
Yeah. If you don't ever sleep, it'll fit in anywhere you want it to.
Yeah.
The good old days.
So we do Underwood on that Tuesday night. Wednesday night, we're going to go down to the Southwest Speedway in Dickinson.
With hobbies and
Hobbies,
Sport
Sport
mods.
Mods, and Legends.
And Legends.
Those are the only 3 classes that race that night. Brad is kind enough. He enjoys that night. He loves watching the hobbies. He has said several times them hobby stocks on that tour, especially in Dickinson, are able to put on a show. But adding the Legends is something that's really cool, and I'm excited about. And then Thursday is where we split. The Legends will have the night off. They're not going anywhere on Thursday.
nowhere on
Now,
Thursday. Okay.
we are working towards next year, Wishick picking up that Thursday night. They were unable to this year because of the way everybody has to work around county fairs and other events going on their facility. Well, there was already something booked that week, so they were unable to fill that Thursday. But we're hoping that in the future, Wishick picks up that Thursday.
Yeah, I like it.
We're trying to keep.
You're right. County fairs are they're easy. They're easy to pronounce. They're hard to work around.
Yeah.
So,
But the biggest thing.
That's awesome that there's future there. So
some people asked why aren't the Legends following the whole Tougher Than Dirt Tour? It comes down to car count, keeping drivers interested. As soon as you leave the tracks that they run Legends weekly, you take the risk of nobody supporting it.
Yeah.
Or less drivers supporting it.
They're used to their environment, so their region. So,
but the Legend drivers have expressed that if the tour builds, they would entertain and they would like to go to some of these tracks that they don't go to on a normal basis. The Willistons, the Estevans, the Botnos. They would like to incorporate them in so that way it changes things up for them a little bit.
I'd say a lot of times that energy will just kind of steer itself. So, so I like it. I mean, this is the first time, a first-time deal for the Tougher Than Dirt. And then the fact that it can sneak off and go over on Friday, Saturday.
Yep. And then
they'll go back east.
So then Friday,
stay where they're at.
So Thursday night we're going to be at the Williston Basin Speedway. Hobby stock, sport mods, stock cars, modified. Stock cars and modifieds are normal track points, which Smalls will be there to race that. And then the hobbies and sport mods, obviously, I don't know if they're planning slingshots or not. We'll just
not sure about that either.
Slingshots will be there as well. So
I'm pretty
slingshots
sure.
will be for track points, and And then, we
And then
Estevan the
Then
next
Estevan's
night.
Saturday.
Estevan is
Friday.
Friday. Friday night is Estevan. Same deal as Williston. All the same classes: modified, stock cars, slingshots, hobbies, and sport mods.
Yep.
And the hobbies and sport mods are for the tour.
Will
The
be-
other 3 classes.
typically are the last 2 classes.
Yep.
That's what you've been doing. So.
Yep. The other 3 classes are for track points. The hobbies and sport mods are not. Tour nights are not track points. They are tour points. But on that Friday night, the Legends will pick up their tour in Mandan.
Because it's Mandan's regular.
Because it's Mandan's regular night, so they're going to run Mandan. That'll be part of the Legendary Tour. They'll be and you'll be able to watch all of the whole thing on IMCA TV. We'll work out a pay structure to where you get both somehow, some way. So if you're one that you want to buy,
a little split screening maybe. Huh?
right?
Well,
So
that's
if you're
cool.
looking at both, we can figure it out.
Yeah.
We have the technology because Smalls has the technology in his garage.
Yeah. Multiple TVs.
5 of them. He
Yeah.
watches 5 different broadcasts.
5?
Yeah.
You're never going to get anything done.
I don't. I don't.
That's like being at the bar.
And then
Nobody to bring you drinks in this one, though.
You got to get your
Yeah,
own.
you got to get your own.
Well, it's always something.
Yeah.
And then Saturday night, we roll to the Thunder Mountain Speedway for the Tougher Than Dirt Tour, the Robbie Conway Memorial. The Conway family is a huge supporter
Such an
of,
important night.
of the Tougher Than Dirt Tour. Last year, I think we did their bomber class, sport mods, and hobbies. Only the
Yeah.
3 classes.
Yeah. Yeah. And it started maybe a little bit
6:30, I think they ended up starting 6 o'clock.
early. Yeah, maybe 6 o'clock, yeah. Yeah. Again, an important event for the
Which
Conway
Botno
fans.
now has lights.
They do.
Oh.
They do
Yeah.
have lights.
I haven't got to race under them yet, so because when we did our 4th of July deal, I don't know if they were there then.
Last year they didn't
done,
have 'em.
We got done quick enough.
Right?
There's a night that I went up there last year that the lights were in place.
I think
Did they
I
have
think they
'em?
might have showed up like in August.
Oh, I was going to say.
Yeah. Huh.
I can't remember
Anyway,
which night we were up there that they were
You
there.
get up there to experience that. so.
Maybe I got pictures from Bo. Maybe some messages from Bo. Maybe I wasn't there. Everything runs together.
Well, yeah.
I should probably go get medicine for my memory,
Yeah.
but
Wait till you get older.
Yeah.
It really goes together.
sometimes when I'm sent a Snapchat, I think I'm there in real life. It's just
Yeah.
what it is.
Yeah.
Especially when it's Smalls in the garage with the girls.
Dang.
And then Sunday.
Well, Saturday night as well, Jamestown Speedway
Yeah,
will host the
Jamestown.
Legendary Tour. The Legends will
Legends
be
will catch that.
at Jamestown. And then everybody will converge on the Nodak Speedway Sunday night.
I think
For-
that's cool.
For the Legends will come in and have their championship night. The Hobbies and Sport Mods will have their championship night, along with stock cars and modifieds and regular points nights.
Yep.
That's exciting. I like that week. It's kind of I mean it's the first tour of the year that we get around here anyway, and it's just
Pretty
it's
cool
been
deal
exciting.
how, I mean, really the whole state's racing
Yep.
Yeah.
all the way, from the west to the east.
Yeah, it's
Just to be able to split off with those legends
Right.
and still get them up here on Sunday. I mean that doesn't just happen, and
I'm
kudos to the
excited.
tracks that are participating. I mean it. Like I say, it's easy to say, it's hard to do.
it,
so
back to the tour talk. This all started last summer when we were on the Tougher Than Dirt Tour, and we were in Underwood, and we were in Dickinson, and the Legend guys were coming to me. Come on,
Yeah, because they're there.
when can we
Right.
continue this and just follow your whole tour? When can we, we're here already. Let's just keep this rolling.
I think the class fits the motif of your Tougher
Yep.
Than Dirt
Perfectly.
presentation, so I like it.
Perfectly.
I like it.
So
Future looks bright.
shout out to them guys, the Legendary Tour. Like I said, Brandon Anderson, I think his wife or girlfriend. It's Valentine's Day. I hope I didn't screw that up if you guys are
No.
watching. But they're the ones that are working behind that, and it's fun to put that together.
It is.
I'm always excited for championship night of the Tougher Than Dirt Tour. It kind of
Got some posters around the corner there. I mean, that's
Yeah. Well, it brings me to
Lot
do
of-
it at
lot of effort from
Nodak.
those pictures.
Nodak is a special place to do it for me. It's where I grew up. That's where my history is. And to have pictures like what's up here with Peyton on the front straightaway, taking a photo, that's what it's all about. With her brother Max on the front row. So
that is a cool shot.
Yeah. Trevor Haas says they had them lights in after the Tougher Than Dirt tour by July 4th, around July 4th. I want to say they were up there for your mod night, the
but
mod and stock car
I
night.
think we got done so quick we didn't need lights.
Right.
So.
I think you're right.
Yeah.
You were up there.
Yeah.
I know.
You don't remember the lights, do you?
No.
Like I say, I remember it was daylight when I was on the track. So
Yeah.
it was actually cloudy out, but somewhat cloudy. So.
Brendan Grover wants to know, does this mean Smalls is actually going to race this year?
Ooh.
I did last year.
He did last year. Where were you at, Grover?
Yeah.
I just don't get to race mine out
Yeah.
because my heart can't take it.
That is truly an honest expression.
It is super hard,
It's
isn't
a
it?
lot of work.
You
Well, you were
mentally-
there
do
that one
both.
day. You were down there when I was.
Oh,
It's
man.
4 hours before race. I told Brian, I said, I think I gotta go home. Why? I said, I think my heart's gonna blow. I need a nap.
It's a lot of pressure.
I can't take this. Okay.
Oh, man.
I left for a little bit, came back, still living.
Yeah. Made it.
But yeah, it's a little,
What
little
night was
different.
that? Because I jumped in the water truck or something for you, didn't I?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's one of them deals. Like, it's one thing. We talk about this with our daughters or kids playing sports. When Peyton gets ready for a basketball game and I'm sitting up there in the stands and I'm watching her and she goes out on the court, she starts playing, I am more nervous in that moment than I ever am sitting in a race car going out to race.
Just think of so many mistakes that could be made, and of course they're just flowing along doing
Yeah,
their thing, but
and-
you're like, oh, careful, don't go out of bounds.
And running a racetrack is like having a kid. You sit there and your mind and your body, you're just like, I couldn't race and do the Nodak Speedway stuff at the same time. I just couldn't do it.
Yeah, I tried it.
Two different frames of mind.
Oh,
Oh, boy.
Those that can, if you're
Wow.
one that you can be on the board or you can be a president and running a racetrack and race at the same time, God bless you.
all right.
I don't have it in me.
I couldn't.
And
do
I
it,
still
yeah.
struggle to this day showing up to Nodak and racing because I feel like I have a connection to it. And
Well, like last year, you got thrown in, taking tickets, doing this, whatever else. I mean, it's just stuff happens behind the scenes, and
And
if you don't take care of it, who's going to? You know.
right,
I
when
mean,
you're, when
everybody-
you're that guy, yeah, I've
Well,
been
just,
able
you
to
know,
stay a couple of steps below those guys and still be a board member type of deal. But when the races start, we the saying is once you put on a driver's suit, then you're
the
done
biggest
being the
thing
other
is
guy. So
I don't do anything to try to get attention. I do things because I want the Nodak Speedway.
To run.
I want people to be able to get into the grandstands. When I see a long line at the tickets, the ticket sellers have a
Right.
long line. That's a good problem to have.
Right.
Let's go remedy it, and I'm going to start selling tickets.
Right.
Or
Right. That's
let's
awesome. Yeah.
Smalls needs a break in the water truck. I'm going to remedy it. I'll go run the
Right.
water truck.
Yeah.
Nick needs a night off to go announce college or high school
Right.
football. I jump in the announcer seat.
Or if he just needs a night off. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. You got to have,
It all
But-
sounds fun until you're doing it.
But I appreciate the nights that I
heart
don't
attack
have to
is
do
right.
anything. The nights that I was able to show up
Right.
last year and go down in the pits and hang out with Max and be in the hot pits and do that stuff, I didn't have to do anything. And those are the nights that I love and cherish the most.
You kind of need to decompress after the Tougher Than Dirt. You need a couple of weekends of,
And that seems to be our busiest time of year. When you start
to me, that's the heart of racing.
that's
That's
the
June.
McLean County Fair.
yeah.
Yeah.
You go Memorial Day weekend, you have a doubleheader in Minot. Then we always have Williston the Saturday night before.
Mhm.
So we hit 3 nights there. And then you roll right into the Tougher Than Dirt Tour.
Then you roll right into the McLean County
Roll
Fair.
it- the fair, the McLean County Fair, the Williston Fair,
That's the
and then
weekend
right
after.
then
Then
right
it's
into the 4th of July week.
I
That is a
don't
tour.
want to sound too smart here. I just have a feeling people are going to thank me with this schedule the way it is. When
Yeah.
you get a little break in August before you do 3 nights of Motor Magic, this and that, because there's plenty of racing to do.
There is.
May, June.
Yeah.
How many nights do you want to race? Go race.
Right.
Yeah. Let's get into Smallsy's schedule.
I don't even know if I have that on here to bring up.
We can shoot from the hip.
Yeah.
We don't need the schedule.
Hey, we got
What do I
this.
got
we
here?
got this thing called a phone here.
What do I got here?
Oh boy.
Smallsy schedules. Yeah, you guys released the. Nodak schedule. What are you on TikTok?
It's Gus. He's playing bingo.
Yeah, but he's also commenting here.
That's
he's
multitasking.
He's good on the phone, just not good on a race car.
It's the
Brad,
TVs. There's too many of them.
Brad's chiming in. Brad, we talked about your show in Watford. We're going to touch on it a little later here.
Yeah.
Because that's the
need to know
dome
more.
talk.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go down and check out the facility on
we
Friday.
actually have a dome to talk about.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. A little experience.
You have 3 announcers right here.
Oh, darn. Yes.
47 nights for Sport Compacts alone this summer, Chris Yo says.
Wow.
I think that's the most they've ever had, because don't they have you guys
Jeez.
full-time now?
Yeah, well, we're track champions. I don't know that we have them every night.
And I think Botno
Well,
has them.
Okay. Yeah. Man down. 47.
Yeah, I don't
Good
think
on them.
I don't think anybody.
Again, I've
can.
really appreciated the growth second half of the season last year, and I can
Yeah.
feel the momentum continuing.
Yeah, that deal at Nodak, we doubled that car count by
Yeah.
the end of the year. Or we didn't, I guess they did,
did.
or
The
whoever.
car-
yeah,
the-
I mean it was.
They
That's
sprung right up.
That's what I like to see,
Yeah, same.
and that's a beginner's class, so that means there's a lot of new people getting into racing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Similar to the slingshot stuff. Mm-hmm. Yep. Those people are getting a little bit older, and like I say, we've seen some sport mod drivers and some hobby stock drivers coming out of that, so, and even getting into sport compacts. So
So
good deal.
Yeah, our testing tune is April 28th, but
What the hell?
but the way the weather's going, it could be March 28th.
Yeah.
It's certainly
It-
setting us up, if nothing else.
Who's going to have their stuff ready to practice in March?
You make the date, they'll be there.
How big of a notice do they need?
A week.
I was thinking 4 days.
Well,
That's a week, isn't it?
In March, that might be enough. So,
So, anybody watching, be ready.
Be ready.
yeah.
Might have had some background audio there. I didn't realize I had a browser open inside the OBS here. That could have been bad.
So nobody heard
Ooh.
us talking.
Maybe they
That's-
didn't hear us. Well,
Maybe
obviously,
maybe that's
obviously
why we
somebody heard us.
Yeah, we got March 24th, 17th, 31st.
March or
I'm-
May? Or
March.
March? What you doing?
I'm
What you
telling.
doing with the- Oh, okay.
Hey,
Practice days?
yeah.
Ah,
I mean, if the weather gets nice, why not?
we have had early springs. The spring after the year of the flood. Ladybugs in March.
Yeah.
So, not last year.
No. No.
Maybe this year. So,
We were plowing snow.
yeah.
Yeah, last year was quite a bit of snow.
Car show, we were plowing snow on that Friday.
Yeah.
Off the racetracks, right?
No.
You were
On the road.
on
Parking-
the road.
Yeah. Parking lot. And it wasn't hot out.
No.
Hmm.
What are you trying to get the schedule?
Well, I'm not trying.
Oh.
Huh.
Holy, get that back over
Boy.
there.
It was on the rev limiter then. He was stuttering.
Technical difficulties here going on.
Yeah. You didn't want to go where you wanted to put it. So,
That happens quite often.
we're talking about schedule, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
I think that was a racing or something. Sometimes you got to widen the gap.
Yeah. Yeah.
I got my schedule up already.
Do you?
Yeah.
Well, good for you.
I know. Just missed my birthday this year. I guess I'll have to race Williston on my birthday. May 11th.
May 11th,
I'm
huh?
going to have to
Yeah.
Yeah.
resort to Plan B, my Plan A there. So
Hmm.
you're talking about some practices in March and April?
Maybe. I mean,
Maybe.
if the weather,
Hmm.
people are going to be antsy, so.
You're not wrong. I mean,
Practice days.
I've
always-
seen
always
Jesse
carry
Long
themselves.
race long enough that I know he needs extra practice.
Ooh. Well,
That's a shot.
Is he still on?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he is.
he's going to hop up now.
Yeah.
Shots fired. So,
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
I'm sure he is.
yeah. Well, again, it looked like Mandan's got an opener on the 19th, which is the Friday before the
Right.
car show.
Right.
So
Yeah, that
one car goes racing and one car goes car showing.
Yeah, I don't like that deal, but I mean, I guess I didn't call Mandan this year and voice my opinion. I know I did last year, but new people.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Well, and again, you can schedule whenever you want. It's always a
Right.
weather permitting deal, and that may or may not work.
And last year, yeah, there's rained out or snowed out, so they didn't get it in anyways.
Yeah.
So,
a nice February does not mean a nice
no.
April or May. But I do appreciate the nice February. Things go better when you don't have to plug in the car.
Right.
So
Yeah. We've already kind of went over the schedule once.
Yeah, nothing's really
changed.
I guess I just wanted to just say again that Nodak is doing the first 10 races, which is May and June. That is the point season.
Yep.
And some time has went by, and again, I'm getting nothing but positive feedback on that. I'm excited for it. I think the participation is going to go way up, and of course, that's the feedback I'm getting from it too. It's just easier to stay focused on it.
So there's what you got for sure. April 20th, 21st, Magic City Car and Trade Show. Nodak Speedway schedule, if people are wondering. It says it on the top. But April 28th, Test and Tune. Pay attention to social media because there might be an earlier one if they can put it all together.
Yeah.
Opening night, May 5th, all 5 classes run. 12th, all 5. Compacts have a great schedule here. They shouldn't. They're only off 2 nights. The 19th and then Tougher Than Dirt Tour night, there's no Sport Compacts. All the way through June 30th being championship night. I can't believe you'd make a schedule like this.
Yeah.
Because it's something we talked about like 4 or 5 years ago.
Yeah.
But you just could never do it.
I just never had the cojones like you do to do it.
Yeah. I think it's going to be the start of the way we do things. That's what I think. Because, again, I think the participation is going to go way up.
And in August, those are going to be national and regional and state points. So, I mean, they
It'll
still
still be
mean
sanctioned.
something. Right.
It's just that your points racing will be over, and then you
For
can
a
get
track,
into your draw straight-up starts and
Right,
things like that attract a lot of different drivers, too. So
Then you bring in some
I
other
like it.
classes.
Right.
In August.
do some wingless stuff. And
I mean, I haven't heard anybody really complain to me.
4th of
about
July
it,
is something because of the proximity to the tour,
2 days
you're going
out.
back to.
Oh, see.
He's probably watching.
Yeah, he's calling about talking about work.
Oh,
That's
who we got?
This is Brandon. You're live on the Dirt Weekly.
Okay. So it is still on. I just got home.
Are you
Yeah.
watching or what?
no, he just got home.
Oh, you just got home?
So he has to get on there.
Oh, so
Yeah, you're live. So
you're live, literally on the show right now.
Oh, perfect. Well, I'll let you go.
Okay.
That was quick.
Yeah.
Oh.
No, but so August there, I mean, I do got to figure out, I need the fast shafts deal. I got to figure that in sometime too.
Invitational deal.
Yes.
Mhm.
So
So
I haven't.
there's going to be some all-star qualifiers in there somewhere
Right.
for
Yeah.
stock cars and
And
modifieds.
stock car mod.
Mhm.
I don't know when yet.
Do you want me to help you with something so you can read it a little better? If you hit there, hit them 3 dots and go there.
Oh yeah, there we go. There.
There,
yeah,
now you-
I can see the whole
I resemble
thing.
that. Be careful.
My secretary.
Yeah, mine too.
Yeah. So I don't.
There is a Secretary's Day coming up. That are you guys
Oh,
going to give me
jeez.
flowers or chocolate or something?
Maybe.
Send me a text to remind me.
So I don't know when I should have those. I guess do you put them on a regular points night or the Monty Lundy deal maybe?
In big news,
Hey, that Monty
in big
Lundy deal could be fun.
in big news, Brock is already an all-star qualifier for the stock cars.
Right. So
Yeah.
he doesn't care.
Yeah.
Right.
He's-
rest
he's
of
the
us gotta
only
he
get
guy
made
it
that.
out.
He made that clear in our big
Yeah.
group chat we have with a bunch of
that's
everybody
awesome.
there. He's like, "Hey, guess what? I'm an all-star qualifier.
All right.
What are you all waiting for?"
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah, we got that to figure out yet, and then
Do
I don't
stock cars
know.
and mods have an August date with the wingless and all that?
Yep, the mods race, the Monty Lundy deal.
Mm-hmm.
That's August 18th,
And the stock cars are August 4th.
and
August
the stock. Yep.
They're on the top then. Huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that'd be great places for
The sport
qualifiers,
mods
so.
got two nights in August. And
Which I was upset about because Max runs a sport mod, so now you're committing me to racing 2 nights in August.
yeah, well, they got it because they have the most cars. So if you guys,
Yeah.
that was my thinking
Yeah.
there.
Like I say, explaining sometimes just goes a long ways, and that's always a big deal. Is size of classes. So
And Motor Magic is back in its traditional format, 3
Yep,
nights.
that didn't change.
With the 7 p.m. all 3 nights, which Jordan and I think everybody we've been asking for, been wanting.
We keep thinking that it's getting dark out early enough we can move it up, but the track crew says otherwise.
Yeah, that's one thing about the
So-
mod tour. I'm like, I went to 7 last year. I'm like 8 o'clock this year. Like,
Yeah. Well, you want
oh, jeez. I know the people in the stands will maybe whine, oh, you're starting so late. Well, it'll produce a better racetrack.
I'm one that somewhat sarcastically says it doesn't matter what time you start, you always end at 10:30, quarter to 11.
Right.
So,
Yeah, right.
so
Well.
make it as good on yourself as you can. 7:30,
I think that
7:45.
The sun plays a big factor on how the race program goes in my eyes because that thing, you get the cars out there and the sun's still on the track.
You're lucky to have a two heat window.
Right.
Where if the sun goes down, you got a 10 heat window.
Yeah,
It's
a whole different ballgame.
it's those kind of numbers that people are like, it can't be that big of a difference. When you're
Yeah.
involved in it, it is that big of a
Yeah.
difference.
Guys, I'm so out of practice at this. I just thought about it as I switched the graphic. The rundown on the left side of your screen is brought to you by Sebo
Oh.
Motorsports,
Oh, we did that
specializing in
last time.
high-performance parts and chassis repair. Call Ryan at 701-720-3889, and you best call him soon
Oh.
if you want anything done by race
We
season.
Right.
said that 2 weeks ago. So,
And it's not.
like, Small's talking about practice in 6 weeks.
It is
Right.
February. You are halfway through February. If you don't have your stuff lined up to get done, or you ain't doing it, get in line.
It's going to get miserable pretty soon. So, yeah. As far as Ryan being able to help you, I mean, you got major repairs. You better call him right now.
Yeah,
Leave a message.
I talked to him
Yes.
a week ago, and he's
Pretty
he's
backed up.
Yeah,
It looks
things
busy
are-
from the outside. So,
which is
and I was
that's a
in
good sign for racing.
Yeah.
Yeah, with all life's challenges, that is a good sign. It's almost hard to explain, but you're glad you got it.
Right.
Chris Yost prepping 5 cars currently, 2 new drivers.
That's
For the
Good on you,
compacts.
Chris. You do a good
Yep.
job at doing the hard stuff in that class, and it shows. So you've been wanting to get this thing going, and it's going. So
okay. Let's get to this other thing that we finally got hammered out at Nodak.
What,
oh,
we got some more people
Oh,
oh.
chiming in. Mark Pearson thinks we're gonna have an early spring. Chris, Smalls ain't gonna message you those planned practice dates because they're not planned. They're
Yeah.
gonna be kind of wing it.
yeah, they're gonna be Smalls' style.
Yeah.
When I decide, well, let's go.
Yeah, that they're gonna be winged. There isn't really no.
When the 5-day forecast says 70,
Yeah,
get ready.
right. And it might only say 50.
Right.
Jim Clifford is
It'll feel like it.
Jim Clifford's watching from Arizona. He said it was fun to hang out with the Minot guys and watch them race in Arizona. So, Jim Clifford, Nodak Speedway
yeah,
Hall
I
of
seen that.
Famer,
He had
Santa Claus.
Yeah.
commented on some stuff from the Arizona deal. Good on you, Jim. I'm glad you were there, and that's awesome that you still enjoy racing.
The
That's cool.
interaction tonight is like
That's
Yeah,
big.
worldwide.
So, the next thing you want to talk about is the new Smalls developed points fund.
yeah.
Nodak Speedway
Ah.
Points Fund.
Well, he
We're-
said it was coming when we met earlier, so
It was in the
you
works.
were working
but,
on it.
But we're doing it now. It's
You
on
went
paper.
out and found a sponsor,
Yep.
and the sponsor is, can you name it? Well, I mean,
Well,
obviously,
first I'm going to say we're making championships great again.
making
Ah,
championships great.
That is the mission.
It's
on
an
20
election.
Yep.
It's an election year, so
on-
things are making sense.
It's 2024's mission.
Oh boy.
Making championships great again.
Oh
Making
my.
the championship worth something, a monetary value at the end of a 10 or 11
Ah.
night stretch, June 30th. And then you
Yes.
have money if you win the championship, because are you going to give the money out right there? Or are you going to make them come to the banquet?
No, I think I was pretty straightforward at the one board meeting that we are passing checks out that next week.
That's a good deal.
So with the tour on the next weekend, you may need that loot.
Right.
Got it.
'Cause
Yeah,
the
that was your dialogue anyway.
The whole
Yes.
point of it is you're trying to get money for these guys to go racing the rest of the year.
Yes.
Because it's the middle of the season per se, and everybody looking for some money.
Right.
Your tongue is hanging out. Your car is wore out.
You worked hard.
I think it's very
Yes.
attractive. The point season's condensed. There's money at the end. It has never been this condensed. There hasn't been money for so long that we forgot. And can you share some numbers with us?
Let's ask our computer guy.
Hey, secretary.
Yeah. Did you at least do this?
I thought I put it up in here.
I thought you were putting it in there, but
Yeah.
you
And
had it there once.
Yeah.
the
right here.
sponsor we got was Fury Energy came on board again for
There we are.
Fury Energy was a partner last year on Topless Night.
Topless Night.
And no Topless Night this year, if you
No.
noticed on the schedule. I think Topless is something that we wanted a few years ago. We tried it twice. The traction, I think, from the drivers just wasn't there.
Right.
A lot of guys decided not to participate, didn't want to take their roof off. They had big races the following weekend, didn't want to do this, didn't want to do that. My brother being one of them.
Right.
He was a guest announcer with Nick up in the booth for Topless Night.
Getting the points race, he was going tougher than dirt.
Yep,
if I
he was
remember
getting
right.
ready
So
for the Tougher Than Dirt tour. He's like, no, my car is what it is. I don't want to.
It worked good last week, and I don't have time this week to fix it. I think was
Yep.
the exact dialogue
Yep.
when we had him in here. So,
So,
And that's one of the things I kind of looked at when I was doing this schedule. I honestly feel like people they want to come to the races, watch the races, and go home. Or you don't need to reinvent the wheel. Yeah, the Topless deal is cool, but it didn't take traction like we maybe thought it would. You threw money at it, still didn't. So I want to just get back to the way we used to be. Come race for a championship. The championship was the thing you wanted to win. I want to get back to that.
so how much money did you get total from Fury Energy?
So they're gonna do $10,000 again this year.
But why is there only $79.50 on there? You want to
Be-
explain?
Yeah.
yeah.
Way to set me up. So I did it this way because the racers get most of the money, and then the track gets a little bit to operate on for your trophies and your big checks and everything like that. So
The cost of hardware.
right.
Okay.
It's not the
That makes
racetrack doesn't operate for free. So, but I felt like I split it up pretty fair. And
So a
Is it-
modified is $2,000 to win the points fund and $1,000 for second.
yeah.
That's pretty good money to go into the mod tour.
And I had some people say, "Well, why don't you pay back to fifth?" Because then they're just giving bags of peanuts, and we don't know who took fifth. Because I've been that guy a lot. First and second, man. Is
It's
that fair?
Sometimes you reward
Well,
winning.
it's exactly 100% more than it's been for a long time. So,
Right. So you,
so
you
that's
can't
pretty
complain, right?
Right.
It gives you something to look for.
Like the discussion I believe was in the fall that we needed a boost for the points program. It just had kind of gotten soft. It had gotten bland. So
you move the championship
condensed,
to two months.
put some big carrots up on top. So now when you break you bend the rear clip off the car and the rear end's bent and all that, there it's second night you're like, ugh. You're like, yeah, but somebody's going to win $2,000 here
Right.
in 9 more nights, and it might as well be me. So let's get out the Sawzall and go.
And the other thing I got on this is the guys that don't necessarily win races a lot. I mean, I was one of them, but I won championships. So you're busting your ass, making sure you don't have DNFs. You're finishing in the top 5. You're doing your thing. But at the end of the year, okay, you get a jacket. Now you're getting paid to work your ass off and make sure,
Let's say you're Mr. Consistent in the
Right.
modifieds, and you're getting top 4s. You don't win, but you're in the top 4 or 5 all year. Well, you're getting you win the championship, even getting second. Let's say you get second on that deal. It's $650 to win a normal week race, or is it $700?
$700.
$700 to win a normal night. Well, not only do you get your pay for that race night, you're going to get, if you're first or second, this bonus money, which rewarded you.
Got $1,000 for second. Got a night and a half as a thank you.
Right.
Yeah.
And I mean,
Good on
I
that.
don't know if it's possible, but if somebody won the first 10 nights at Nodak in a mod, that's $7,000. Throw another 2 on, you're $9,000 at the Nodak Speedway, and it's June 30th. And then you roll into August and you race your tour night. You win that night. What's that? $2,500 to win. I mean, there's some money to be won at Nodak this year in a mod or
in
anything.
The mid-teens with Motor Magic. Yeah.
Yep.
Motor Magic, and then the Monty Lundy deal. You got
right.
another big money.
You're pushing 20.
Right.
In a mod.
So
Well, Fury Energy is going to get, instead of a one-night topless exposure, they're going to get a 10-night exposure followed up with the big check.
Right.
Good on them, too. They're going to get nice exposure. And obviously you guys did the behind-the-scenes work of selling that, and both parties were able to come to this. That's how it works.
And it even got the guy that, is doing the Fury Energy deal. He's even talking about running for a championship now, and
it's enticed him.
Right.
Condensed schedule. I can do this. Still go to the lake in July.
Right.
Right. I like it.
So, I mean, it kind of got him, looking at maybe trying to run for a championship, which you don't hear that out of his mouth often. So, I'm just hoping everything, the people talking about it actually try and go for it. It's in the racer's hands. I mean, I feel like Nodak, the board, myself, we work trying to put something together for these racers. Let's do it.
You're never going to race for enough money to pay for your race car. It just isn't going to happen.
No.
And racetrack can't afford that. They have to find the happy medium.
Yeah.
And so they're giving you 10 nights for championship. It's not any less nights than you had last year.
No.
Might even be one more.
Right.
Yeah, I think it might be one more.
Might be one more.
So
but it's condensed into 2 months.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And now you have this at the end of it.
I hope somebody like Stephen Pfeiffer can make this work. He's dedicated to farming. I get that. But I hope that he can maybe somehow, some way, because of these attractions, that he can sneak away Sunday night and get this done. I mean, if the weather falls right for him, I hope he can.
Does the $2,000 entice him to, hey, I got to leave the farm for 4 or 5 hours on a Sunday night or whatever, 6 hours, and I mean, is it worth it to him?
This deal.
Right. That's what I'm looking.
I haven't been able to ask him that, but knowing him, I think this changes the question. I do.
Here's my.
I think it changes the question for Canadian involvement.
Right, and another one I would really like to see come out of the garage is the '97 car. I haven't talked to those guys about it. Nothing.
Mm-hmm.
I would love to see them guys be like, "Hey, this is worth coming back for."
We never got that far as banquet talk or stuff, but yeah,
right,
exactly.
But we didn't have a schedule like we did then. We didn't have.
True.
Now things are falling in place.
If they can work it out with their kids' athletics.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to reach out to Nathan or Derek and just kind of see if they've even paid any attention to this. Because I'd like to see people like that, come back. Yeah, you're not committed to a whole summer of racing, but
not a 4.5 month deal. It's a
2
month deal.
Right.
So, yeah. Again, exciting. This year just more frosting on top of a great cake. So
yeah, and I can't thank Chase enough, for
staying involved and
a couple phone calls with him, and he thought about it, and I mean it's a chunk of money, and it's nice for him to, we're giving it back, most of it back to the racers, so.
And that they're big supporters of the Tougher Than Dirt Tour as
well.
Right. And the biggest thing I tell them is all the money they give me, it goes back to the racers in the points fund. Right. So the points fund is basically in the Tougher Than Dirt Tour brought to you by Fury Energy as well. They're
highlighted every night.
Yes.
Right.
And then highlighted in the presentation at the end. So
and I have that 2 Strong trophy over there that means the world. I mean, there's just so much with the family and stuff, it's
and that's the other thing. I don't know if this is going to become an every year deal. But hey, it's here this year.
Yeah.
Take advantage of it.
People make it,
Everybody can have opinions and expectations, but until it happens.
Well, when Max
some
finishes
things
12th
are
in
unknown.
points, I'm going to be mad you didn't pay 12th.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll give you.
Might increase it to 10th.
I want that bag of peanuts, damn it.
I'll give you a salted nut roll for 12.
Quart of oil, our favorite line. Quart of oil. That's like $12
You
now.
got any opinions yet on there?
Just a couple. Well, Chris Yost, well played on a points fund. Jesse Long said he's down for the bag of peanuts.
Yeah.
We'll probably just get
see?
his.
Dylan Barnhart says Smalls 2024. I'm guessing for president.
Yeah. Well,
You've done the Nodak Speedway. Just might as well
I
go to
got-
the United States.
No, well, yeah.
I would say racing's just a thin slice of what of America.
I know. I got my.
Just
I
a
got.
thin
I,
slice.
I coached my hockey game and we lost, but the kids said they had a lot of fun. So I'm like, hey, we're doing something good there too.
You coach hockey?
Yeah.
Well, I did a couple weekends, but
I'll give you a little jab on the picture there.
yeah,
But
yeah.
Carl Hansen from I'm guessing from up in Estevan.
Yeah.
Carl
Yeah.
Hansen. Jordan's looking at them numbers.
I wish I was 30 years younger.
Yeah.
So,
Well,
Setting goals to win the championship. Good system should attract more people.
I hope. Let's
say hopefully some Canadians can. Sunday night's tough. We know that there, but maybe this year can entice that, like you say.
and don't forget. I mean, at Nodak, we're gonna try and run a 2.5, 3 hour program. I'm dead set on that's what keeps our fans there.
Yeah.
His goal is to get me to the truck stop by 9:30 so I
Right.
can be home by 10.
9:30 truck stop. Ooh.
We did it a lot last year.
Yeah, we're starting at 7.
Yeah.
It's possible.
Okay.
We don't mess around.
No. Well, you got to have goals.
We did
No.
do it.
Yeah.
We did it a lot.
It did get done. That's true. Just to be what am I saying here? Not Debbie Downer, but Ricky reality here. We are running 4 classes every night.
And we did do it with 4 classes last
Did
year.
you? Okay. I was thinking maybe you're picking on the class. The nights we didn't have a class.
So we hit 50 viewers. 50 live viewers.
On Valentine's night?
And Ash Wednesday. Don't these people go to church?
That's right.
Yeah,
it was Fat
jeez.
Tuesday last night. Yeah,
Yeah, it was Fat
right.
Tuesday
Fat
last night.
Tuesday. That's every day. that 15
That's
inch
just
seat.
a one-day deal?
Yeah, that
It's
15
insulting.
15-inch seat ain't looking very good right now for the
Yeah.
stock car ride.
God, what is that, a slingshot seat?
Yeah.
Who's fooling who here?
Maybe I might have to get a sprint car. I'll get the 2-seater sprint car. I might fit in that,
Oh, boy.
50 viewers. Somebody said, Jesse said
Jeepers.
sprint car smalls, and we got 50 viewers.
Over candlelight supper?
Yeah.
Yeah.
My God. There's got to be better things to do.
Yeah, so the points thing, great sponsorship there.
Good on you and the guys. I like it.
The other thing we got going at Nodak right now, after our last meeting last night, we're down to about 2 things left to sell, and then it's just billboards. So the board has done really good. Every night is sold.
Yeah.
We didn't sell any nights in August. We leave those open for rain days.
Days and stuff. Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah, good.
between Chris Tukshire, he went back and got the stuff he got last year.
That's awesome.
Wayne and everybody else on the board, myself,
Yep.
everything it's clicking.
I've seen some foot
there's-
traffic through tough trucks and stuff like that. So I knew guys were beating the streets, and again, that's a tough deal. It can be anyway. I mean, asking people for money is not as anywhere nearly as easy as you
yeah.
want it to be. So
I'll be honest. I mean, it wears a guy out.
It
I mean,
does.
none of us take any commission. We don't do that. It goes to Nodak to operate on.
And that that's one of the biggest changes we made
that's worth
financially.
mentioning. I mean, it is all
Financially, for the
volunteer
Nodak
to do this,
Speedway,
too.
we used to have a marketing person that
Yeah.
went and did the sales, and we would pay them commission plus a base salary. And it would eat into, if they sold 60,000, we'd be paying them 40.
Right.
So really only 20,000 went to the racetrack.
And to be honest with
Yeah.
you, we're
Yeah.
up in them ranges where a full-time employee of Nodak, they were selling 60 to 100,000. We're doing it for free, and we're about there.
About
So, I mean,
That's a
but
commitment,
it's
guys.
a
everybody,
group.
it's a group effort. There is not one like I said,
I tell you.
Tukshire went back, got the ones he did last year. sounds like they're all on board again this year. So we're working, everybody's angles. It's not one person going out there. I work the people that I have. It's going great.
And props to Chris Tuchscher, no longer on the board.
Yeah.
Came back and said, I'll still get my same sponsors from last year when I was on the board.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a huge...
Doesn't need to have the title to continue with his interest in racing.
And that tells you that this is a
not
club.
everybody does that. So
that's where we're going with this.
What nobody gets, they're sitting there watching this out there, and they buy that membership on a Sunday night, and, I got the membership card. Cool, I get in $5 cheaper every night or whatever. No, Chris Tuchscher's taking it to a level. He is part of the club. I'm still going to do my part.
Right.
Just as everybody out there can. Chris Yost, Chris Yost is doing his part to build the compact class. Nobody's asking him, but he's part of the club. He's taking it personal. This is what I'm going to do. Any club members, you go buy your membership, you can bring a sponsor to Nodak.
Right. And that's,
But it's part of your job to do the legwork to get the sponsor there.
Right.
Don't just say, Smalls, here's a phone number, call this guy, he'll give you $500.
Yeah.
You actually summed that up pretty accurately.
Who is this guy?
I'm trying to reflect back, and John would say, when Scott was our guy and stuff, and John would say, anybody in here know people where we can make it so Scott doesn't have the cold call, where you can warm up the entrance. You might know somebody that owns a business that could be interested in this here, and then you can help both parties line it up, maybe even be there to introduce them. I mean, things go a lot smoother when you're not stuttering.
And if people want to say, you guys are making all this money, well, yeah, we're trying to put some money away, but we also have, we got the tractor at Dakota Truck and Farm getting worked on. We got water trucks.
$10,000 to $15,000 you're spending.
Yeah, we're looking at a budget of 10 to 25 grand fixing equipment this winter, because
to reflect on that fall meeting when you were here, you said we're going to bring the equipment and it's going to be ready to go when it's time to go. And it doesn't fix itself. Even these places that are doing it will offer some kind of help towards you, but they can't do the whole thing. I mean,
and how I started with the phone call, Justin Medler with Nodak Speedway. I'm not looking for free, but I'm looking for, to get stuff worked on, and
we need help getting our stuff going,
and we've wore out a lot of our club members that are in that fixing the tractor. We've wore them out completely. They want to come and enjoy the races. They don't want to come work on this stuff. We got sponsors at Dakota Truck and Farm. They've sponsored the racetrack for years. Why not just take the tractor there, get it fixed? Pay the bill.
There you go.
That's how I operate.
It sounds logical when you say it like that. It's hard to think that when you're trying to save
Right.
money and make it go as far as you.
We're going to pay you to do what you know how to do and what you're good at.
Right.
And hopefully in return you pay us to advertise your business at our racetrack.
Right.
Yeah. It's a tedious balance. It's certainly worthy of board meetings. Sometimes people think you just go there and talk about racing all night long, and you can rarely ever talk about racing all night long. You're talking about how to fund it.
And that's the other thing with the sponsorship. So, sponsoring the racetrack, people do notice it. They do notice you, like last year, Big O Tires sponsored the Sport Mods.
Mm-hmm.
Where did I take my pickup to get tires? There.
Yep.
It does benefit,
Mike sees that. Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So
I did it.
You race fans, take your stuff. The people that support Nodak Speedway, take your stuff there.
100%. Last year, you guys, we did them stickers for the class sponsors. Big O Tire was one of them. They were the sponsor of the Sport Mods. The first thing I did is I took a sticker. I made the stickers for you guys. Took one into Mike Weary, and I said, hey, I want 4 tires for Max's Hobby Stock. Bought 4 tires for him for Max's Hobby.
Yeah, perfect.
Thank you.
Right. You got it. We got to do that stuff because it makes it easier for
and
the
Scott
next
Dern,
year.
I think, went up and bought tires for his Hobby Stock, too. Support the people that support racing.
It's so important. If you can, if you're in what they do, everybody's competitive. So that part of it's already figured out. So, we're a community.
Right.
Work with each other.
Do we Jesse Long brought up the online membership for sale for Nodak. Do we want to touch on that? The memberships, the Nodak Speedway membership's gonna.
Tell him to go work on his race car.
Okay, well, Jesse, go work on your race car per
boy.
Smalls.
Oh, dang.
But there is a new format.
Yeah,
there's going to be a
gonna
new
be,
format to buying memberships coming out.
It's a process.
It's
I
in
like
the
to-
working
I
process.
like to do it face-to-face at the car show. Is that still available?
Yeah,
Okay.
but we're gonna actually have a way better list.
Tracking that stuff got a little tedious when you did it face to face, and some of them did it. We had an online version and a face to face version. It got a little tedious trying to match the lists together and get everybody's name entered in properly.
We're trying to be more organized. And then another thing,
I don't feel like a solution. I feel like a problem. I'm old. I want to do it face-to-face.
well, you'll still be able to do it face to face, but your name might be in a box on my emails
Oh, okay.
saying that you bought number 67.
No. Oh, you mean for parking?
No, for membership.
Oh, for membership. Okay.
We're hoping it'll be like a lot more organized.
Oh.
We're trying to organize some Nodak Speedway stuff that
Lacked over the years.
yeah. Because I don't like
Because the president that was there before him did a shitty job. Terrible job.
He
I gotta
didn't
get hold
have-
of my secretary.
he-
make sure I'm signed up.
he's a better secretary than now
Than an engineer.
If I would have had me as my secretary,
Yeah,
you'd have
right.
got her done. Okay.
Right. He didn't have the motivation. Now when he's a secretary and the boss calls, says, "Hey, I need this done right now." Okay.
he calls and he goes, "Hey, I need this done." So I jump.
Yeah.
I'm sitting at my computer at work, so I click over and I go to what he's talking about. He goes, "I can't even figure out how to open this damn thing," and he's trying to figure it out. He's going to it. I can't even get my phone to open. I
I
go, "Well."
resemble that.
Then he finally gets it open and he goes, "Well, it's already changed. Who did it?" And I go, "Me." As you were doing what you were doing, it's already done.
See, it works better this way.
Yeah. Well.
I'm just glad they keep me around.
We need a secretary.
Well, you have Colleen and
Or we need two. It's busy.
I'm your personal secretary.
Yeah, pretty
Okay.
much. You ever go through?
That's the important part.
Right. Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah. So I don't know. We got things rolling. It should be a good summer.
I'm excited for it.
Chris Yost, free compact cage kit to random attending compact driver at opening night in Underwood. Sponsor came to him with that.
Wow.
How about we
Thank
give
you, Chris.
How about you win a championship? You get a free compact.
Well, he's listening.
Yeah. And I'm talking.
The seeds are blowing around.
Right.
Hopefully they hit dirt.
And some other stuff I'm working on the championship deal. I might be working on like a driver's suit, so the champion and runner-up out of the 5 classes, so 10 guys will go in a hat and we'll draw for
kind of like the
suit.
All-Star deal at Boone.
Yeah,
Nice.
that's kind of pending, but just so everybody knows, I'm not done working on stuff yet. We keep going.
Again, Small. Good on you guys and the boys. I mean, and girls.
Yeah.
Good on you and the people.
Yeah.
Like you say, the stuff doesn't happen by itself.
No.
and it rarely happens on the first call. So
Right.
about the 12th.
Right.
So
We've been really pretty fortunate this year. Nobody's really said no. It's been pretty good to walk into places and they're like, yeah, we'll do it again. So we must be doing something right.
must be doing something right. Because like I say, you stand back and things seem like they're gotten awful expensive lately and
Right.
stuff like that. And the fact that racing is a want, not a need, and the fact that it's been that received I think it's just awesome. I like I say, I think racing, I think our driver count, I think is plenty strong. All challenges considered, and yeah, I don't know how it happens, but it's
Right.
happening, and that's what we want.
A couple things I'm nervous about this year. I mean, the mod car count makes me nervous for Nodak, but I'm hoping with what's being shown tonight, we pull some guys from the south. The West, I feel like we've lost that we're not getting the Williston. I mean, the mods are not traveling as much. Maybe, I don't know. We're lacking here in Minot. The numbers have fell down in Mandan. They're not. Williston's technically the highest mod car count in the state. I don't know what to really do there. You see, you got 25 sport mods, and you can't get any of those guys to move up. I don't know. So I'm a little nervous about the mod car count. I'd like to see it
combined with Sunday night, and again some carrots there to try to overcome that. So.
Right. I know there's mods sitting around, and guys aren't racing them. I don't.
I think on the car count thing, stock cars kind of concern me still a little bit.
A little bit. I mean, I hear a lot of traction, a lot of guys kind of going that way, but are they getting their cars done? That's the other thing. Guys can have race cars, and they, missing a motor or a tranny, they sit there all summer. Next thing you know, they never come out.
How many guys still have cars out there that haven't raced in a few years? Scott Yale, I think, still has a stock car somewhere. He hasn't raced. We talked about the Burks earlier.
Right.
If they can make their return, it's all of a sudden.
Yeah, it bumps our car count to a pretty nice field every night.
Yeah, you pick up 3, 4, 5 cars, all of a sudden you got 15 cars. So
what's Hanshu doing with his stock car? Has he sold
right,
it yet?
Yeah.
Does he
sale,
still
but he
have it?
hasn't sold it. So I mean, we might get that thing motored up and going again. He is in a sport mod. So.
Right.
Yep.
We haven't lost him, but there's another car that's sitting there right here in town that.
Yeah.
Brock has a has a stock car. I know. I think he's planning on running it.
It looked like Sean and Austin Green might have.
Yeah,
Sean
Green said he's ready to go with his stock car.
Yeah, so we'll gain
so we got some people there.
Willie Matajovic coming back this year.
I'd heard a little bit of scuffle about that.
Per Jesse Long.
I'd heard some interest anyway.
Jesse Long is the #1 fan on this deal.
Yeah.
He's got a little icon next to his.
He's a traveling news bag.
Yeah.
So.
Holy.
If you want to know the drama,
Yeah.
we need his own sound. I need to get the cord hooked up, so whenever Jesse Long comments, I can play the little sounder.
Like on Hee Haw.
Yeah.
Right.
Brett Green with a stock car as well, it sounds like.
All three then.
Yeah, stock car class,
So-
just in our little talk there, sounds pretty good.
Right. The mod thing, though, makes me nervous.
Wow.
I mean,
Wayne's retired, so.
There you go. $25,000 for a car that, in my eyes, you're not going to find a car that was taken care of better.
You can't.
It's got
I will back you up on that.
All
You
new
can't.
body.
Yeah.
It's put numbers on it and roll. Go. I'm as far as I know, I don't think that motor has very many nights on it.
I don't think so either.
For $25,000.
New body, everything. It's ready to go.
I mean, it's kind of a
Put 3 numbers on it, and you're there.
right.
I know Wayne well. He'll hang with you for a while too.
Right.
So.
Yeah, and a shout out to Wayne. Sold all his race car stuff, but
Stayed in
doing
the game.
yeah, building bodies, helping guys out.
Yeah.
Jumps on the board. Transferred some of his sponsors from his car to Nodak.
Did.
So
I
things
haven't caught
are
up with him.
rolling.
We're going to find each other this Sunday, it looks like. So, but I just haven't caught up with him all winter. Just chasing kid stuff. Apparently.
I'll be honest. I don't know if he's the meeting type of guy though. I don't think he can sit still long enough. So, but he gets the work done.
He does get it done. Yes, he does. Yes.
Them nothing against the people in the boardrooms, and I think if you polled all the board members at Nodak that I had over the years, they would probably say the same thing. Board meetings are painful.
Yeah.
Nobody likes them.
And nobody knows why they're painful because sometimes they're not that bad. And then you look down, it's like this. Oh, man, it's 10 o'clock. What did we cover?
What do we do?
Yeah.
Nothing.
But we've tried. This winter we took a lot of time off after October. And
just leave it alone.
Right.
Yeah.
And then we met back after the first year, and we all pretty much said, hey, we're going to hit the pavement hard here, try and get all of our sponsor stuff sold by then mid-February, which
It
we're
is now.
we're doing good.
You appear to be on course, and that's
Right, and then
saying something. So
maybe take a couple of weeks off, and then it's focus on car show, and it's game on.
it's game on. That's exactly what it is.
So I mean, we're trying to run it so we don't burn ourselves out before we even get to opening night, and that's something changed when you were on the board. There, you finally, woke up and said, earlier banquet, later car show. Give us a break.
Right.
Yeah.
That's huge on
Well,
board member.
we did it as far as we were trying to, whether it works or doesn't work, whatever. We tried the car show banquet thing at the same time,
Right.
giving you basically the whole winter off and
Right.
coming back with the banquet in the spring, just to
See what that does.
see what it does. There's no right or wrong answers to any of this,
Right.
but I do feel the banquet back in the fall is the right move. The late car show in the spring gives everybody plenty of time, plenty
You
of
certainly
break.
get a chance to get more race cars because
Even
Right.
though I have
Can't get 'em
memories,
done.
I have my memories popping up on Facebook all over the place from car shows being like
Right
now.
now. Oh, I know. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
to reflect on that, because that was a lot of my era then, was just trying to get the vendors and everybody building
Yep.
their car. you know.
Right.
And now with the internet and so many things being online, things have changed on that.
Right.
You see a lot of things online that we had carried over some thinking from the 90s, if you will, that needed to, get the parts people here so you can see what was new, and that was kind of the driving factor of the January-February show.
Another Jesse Long. Do 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 do.
His fingers have to hurt from typing.
Hall of Fame tickets, raffle tickets are on sale. Contact a Hall of Fame member or find them on social media. I know some shops have them for sale. Sebo Motorsports has them in his shop.
That's another thing, though. A lot of people jumped on that. I mean, that was a good deal,
Yep.
too. A lot of people just members and
Jumped on that Hall of Fame
Yeah,
committee
and
and got that
started-
going.
right. So
Keeping that going. Katie
Keeping
does a
that
good
going.
job organizing everything.
She does. She's
And I think-
already talking about the 75th, and it's not too soon.
that was brought up at the
So-
meeting last night. I think she's going to form a committee to try and start planning off the racetrack stuff for the 75th.
She wants it to be
she's-
big and
Yep.
presentable, and
So anybody
Good on
that wants to get with her and get on doing some stuff with that stuff.
If you want the 75th anniversary year of the Nodak Speedway to be cool, if you're sitting there at home going, man, it'd be awesome if it was a cool summer, get with Katie, get with Smalls, get with
Right.
me.
yeah, I think she's
Reach
going to have
out.
some public get-togethers, if you will, just to kind of feel the traffic, if you will, and at the same time she's looking for ideas. She's reflecting on
And
some
the
stuff that's
75
done
years
at
is a
50.
big deal.
It is a big deal.
the
A
50th
race club deal now,
Right.
mind you. I know we take that for granted, but race clubs don't exist.
No,
They don't exist.
we're the only state with them.
Yeah,
Yep.
we are the oldest race club in America.
Right.
We take it for granted. We don't. We think it's always this way.
We
It's
used
never
to,
this way.
We used to have a lot of people around that were there for day one. We don't have that no more.
Yeah.
There's not that many.
The crowd's getting very thin.
Right.
It is. Yeah.
Because if you were there for day one, you're. Hey,
Yeah.
Jeff
You're-
Barta saes he's late.
Yeah.
It's okay, Jeff.
Yeah, we were early. So, don't count on it
Yeah.
again. Hi,
But
Jeff.
the 50th, so I remember the 50th. I must have been 12, right?
I think it was 2002, wasn't it?
2002.
Yeah, so I was 12. I'm pretty sure there was stuff in Flickertail. Wasn't that kind of
It
a,
was.
So I
Had
mean,
some
a
displays in there.
12-year-old
And then-
Smalls is remembering this stuff, so that must have been a pretty.
Good God, you were only 12 in
Yeah.
2002?
Yeah.
Like 6 years ago, wasn't it? Oh, my God. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then we went over to where you have the banquet now, and we had a banquet there on a what was it? On a Friday night.
Okay, now
We had some cars on display.
explain the racing situation that weekend. Was that the Rough Rider, or did they
No,
just do
it was a Thursday night 50th celebration race on a Thursday. Friday was the banquet, and then we had 2 nights of the tour, Saturday, Sunday. Tours.
Oh,
So
And
it was
I wanna-
a 4-day celebration.
and Wayne won both nights.
He did.
Because he brought that up.
And I won the Thursday.
And you won the Thursday.
So, with that gold door that I had down at the banquet.
Yeah, I remember that.
So
Yep.
that was the gold car that.
So you won the
Bordeaux
50th night.
Yeah, and then Wayne won both nights of the tour. It was a 4-day Woodstock-a-thon. Good time. Nobody died. We tried.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you were 12. You weren't old enough. We were. So, yeah, so again, Katie's not early. She's not late, but she's on time. 3 years away. 27.
Yeah, so
is the
do
year.
Something you said blew Chris Yost's mind. I'm guessing in the 12-year-old thing.
I was 12 at one time.
You were born in 1990.
I'm a 90s baby.
Wow.
Just never rode in a Mercedes.
Conway don't sing that. I don't recognize anything.
Terry Fall says Dwayne Thielen and Ralph Modine had their
They had Dakota
Dakota mods there for the 50th.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we're looking for stuff in the Hall of Fame booth this year for, some of that older stuff or
She's
whatever.
always looking for nostalgia and some displayable stuff. So
I'm going to make a phone call to the old Wyatt Olson and see if I can get his stock car.
yeah, still got it, huh?
I think it looks the same as when it came home from Boone in 06.
Oh, nostalgia right down to the
I'm pretty sure
the
it's,
rub marks.
Yeah.
That'd be
cool to put in the booth this year because that's 20 years. It'll be 20 years ago he won the championship at Nodak. Then got second at the Super Nationals. And it would be that car.
That'd be pretty neat to have there.
I put the motor together.
Right?
Might be still the motor that's in it.
It probably is. Yeah.
Those motors you put together, I know, I'm about positive there's still some new ones sitting in the engine room.
Red, white, and blue.
Yeah.
And a yellow.
Yeah.
There's 4 of them. So,
That was just the pan. Everything else was gray.
yeah.
There was a lot of late nights with Jordan. Hey, small as you got to stay late, Jordan's coming. It's 10 o'clock. Yeah,
It's only the 3rd inning.
Yeah. Well, next thing you know, it's 3 in the morning.
Did you go to school the next day?
No, it was
summer?
Yeah, summer.
Would have been work days.
Yeah.
Yeah. I hung around with John. Those are tough hours.
Oh, yeah.
Oof. Yeah.
Sean Green said Jordan had something that wasn't green, but I think you still had green numbers on that. You still had green incorporated into that 50th door, didn't you?
Yeah, it had green numbers on it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was a
Yeah,
gold,
it was
it was a gold door.
Yeah.
Gold chrome.
Green
Yep.
numbers. For the record, I rarely have had green numbers. They've either been yellow or fluorescent red. But if the car was ever black, it typically did get a green number then. So.
Travis Hagan said he's just tuning in.
Hi, Trav.
Jordan Binstock, we've already touched on that, but he just wanted to bring it up. So,
Yeah. Thank you,
Yeah.
Trav.
So show him the points thing. He probably missed it.
Oh, Travis, this is what we're doing. We're going to motivate you to come again and
Yeah.
take everybody's money here. Just
Okay, don't show him. That might scare everybody off.
don't show
we
him.
know Travis paying attention. So.
Travis, you win the championship this year. You pay Nodak $4,000.
Everybody else gets 2.
Yeah.
Everybody else gets to. There you go, Travis. That's the points fund that was just put together this year.
That must be
just funning you, friend.
Must be terrible to win so much to get made fun of. Picked on.
It's awesome.
I wish I had that problem.
Oh, shoot.
But there you go, Trav. I'll take it down now.
Yeah.
That way he has to go find that spot in the
Yeah.
in the replay to find it.
Yeah, he'll have to go back and watch the whole.
The whole thing to try to find that one moment. Or he'll just call me.
So I guess I don't know what else for Nodak. That's about.
We've hit on quite a
Yeah.
bit of stuff. Hit the 60 viewer mark.
Oh, boy. Again on Valentine's. What are you guys doing?
Yeah.
I know what you should be doing.
I mean, obviously,
Probably what we
Probably
should be
not
doing.
this. Yeah. Brandon had the easiest pass. That surprises me, but yeah.
that I had the easiest pass.
Yeah.
Why?
Well, I don't know if you guys. I got yelled at like 5:30 in the morning when I said I was going to do Dirt Weekly, But that was about it. I can handle it though.
I got a super easy pass. Jenny is not feeling very well.
Oh.
So she went home from work early. So me being here, I'm just giving her space to relax and heal up.
Jordan, do you think I should take Flowers or a McDouble home? What would be better? Both?
I tell you what, in your own words, you're good in these situations. So I'm going to leave you alone. I'm going to watch and learn.
Did you ever think you'd ever say
so
that?
people that are wondering, so Craig said, the power of the house says I'm not coming tonight. And Smallsy says, I'm used to being in these hot situations. I know how to handle them. I had nothing to add. I am just going to sit and watch.
Some Becky Medler time to get home to your Valentine's.
Geez.
Hey,
Yo,
Becky's got a birthday coming up.
Yeah.
Because we have them on the same day.
You just tell me when your birthday is that day so I know to let her know.
Well, you better be on it because it's 1 week from tonight.
Okay.
Now you know.
Yeah.
So we're back here again next week?
So he can remind me.
Yeah.
It might be a little late
It's
in the day, but
it's Becky's birthday.
Yeah.
I know that.
Right.
So that means it's mine, too.
Some people are commenting they can't believe they even watched this show this long.
Yeah.
We can't believe you did either.
Yeah.
We are unorganized tonight. Hey,
when are we organized?
Well, I don't know. It seems like something. Well, when we got results and we.
Hey, I think we got like
fluff it up.
3 things done already, so
But-
we should be.
Well, Fear the Rear award. What are we at?
Let's not forget about the mini dome now.
That's the
24th.
dome.
Yeah.
What's the fear of the rear?
What's our Fear the Rear award talk?
Mine's easy. Brock. Brought home a W from Arizona.
Yep.
That's easy.
That was
There
easy
was
for
another.
me.
I mean, we can give Spencer Wilson. You guys talk about
yeah,
Spencer.
Yeah, I'd say
For sure.
Keep the theme going with Fear the Rear, the North Dakota boys down in Arizona.
representing.
And then maybe a preemptive Fear the Rear, Adam and Brock going to that
Brock going to the Peyton
Florida
Taylor's
deal.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
They are going.
They're heading out next week.
Next
already?
Thursday.
Next Thursday.
Thursday morning.
Anybody else? No.
I don't think so.
I think just
Brock,
the two of
Brock
them,
is
so.
the Ironman award. I should have put a map up with all his travels lately.
Well,
but
it's like a 10-year reunion.
Looks
He
like
did
a
it
long-
10 years ago.
yeah, he's flying all the way to Arizona tomorrow at noon, loading up, packing up all of his stuff, driving all the way back. He's hoping to be back by Sunday. Unload the stock car in the shop, work on it for a couple days, couple nights, load it in Adam's trailer because I think
Going
they're
in Adam's truck and trailer, so
going in
to
Adam's.
Florida,
Then
so.
they jump in the truck and trailer Thursday morning and leave.
None of that sounds fun.
Yeah.
George.
Yeah, I've done it, and I don't want to do it. So it was fun.
I'll
so
watch
it'll
on
be
the
fun
Fire
for them.
TVs.
But yeah, right.
Jeff
5
Barta says
TVs.
he'll be there. Does that mean you're going to be in?
Oh.
Yeah, they don't go to Volusia. They go to 2 other tracks. But
it's the
Well, I think it's
Clash
way,
on the Coast stuff. It's
but it's way
Pensacola.
way west Florida.
Yeah, up on the Panhandle. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I understand too.
Yeah,
That's what Adam
I met
said,
a
so.
family that races in Boone. They invited me to come down there and race one of their cars, but I said
they only had a 15-inch seat.
no. I said I do.
It's a slingshot seat.
I do know. No airplane for this guy. Never been on one. We're gonna keep it that way.
Really?
Yeah, never. Because I'm not driving it.
They get to places fast.
If I could get in there and drive it, I'd probably
Just put the headphones on, the Bluetooth headphones.
Oh
Kids
my
are
God.
screaming. Kids are.
Smallsy, a pilot. Oh my God.
At least he's listening.
I just ignore. I've just got
Hey, there's a
used to it.
plane over there. Let's go over and touch it.
I've been.
I'm gonna go bump it.
I don't know why he went down. I just touched him a little.
Yeah.
I hope there's water. So, oh, man.
Oh,
Yeah.
no. It had an 11. Don't tell me it was Pfeiffer. We just finally getting along.
Oh, boy. The
Oh.
winter's long enough,
Yeah.
right? I hope. It better be. So.
This is why the show's so long. Maybe
Yeah.
this is why we get viewers, because if you weren't laughing over that, you ain't got a personality.
I've been in these situations. I know how to handle them. I'm
So
watching it.
we're
So,
Fear the Rear. The Deshaw family. Bo Deshaw's watching. He's already commented. Say he's watching tonight. Thanks for being
Thanks,
a part
Bo.
of the show with Fear the Rear Racing. Fear the Rear Award Talk. That's the Deshaw family. If you didn't know that.
Oh,
You didn't know that, did you?
no.
Well, now you do.
See?
You were supposed to say that
It's
before.
educational.
No, I can say it before, after.
Oh,
Fear
just
the Rear Racing is
as long
a
as-
YouTube channel that you can follow along.
Ju-
Gabe Deshaw's
Oh,
racing nights. He kind of does some video stuff while he's racing.
just ask him if we can bump that seat up to 16, 17 maybe.
Do I need to sponsor you a 17-inch seat or what?
Well, Bo said if I could get in a 15-inch seat, I could run the stock car. 'Cause that's
He
the
did
only-
say it. He did
yeah,
say
see,
that.
my,
Yeah.
my memory bank over. Where have
yeah.
you been?
Yeah.
What
that was
is-
last fall.
Well,
Yeah,
But Bo was setting him up. See,
Yeah.
it was
and
Trying
it
to-
ain't going very good.
yeah.
trying to get Smalls to maybe become a little healthier, I'm guessing.
Well,
And a stock car win at
And a s-
Noda. 'Cause
Oh.
then I'd have all four.
You'd have all four, huh?
yeah. Yeah.
But the seat's a 15. What do you think I am?
Not a 15.
That's a slingshot seat. I'm sticking to it. uh-huh.
The next one, what do we got next here? Texas Red. We'll go to the Dome
Yeah,
Talk.
yeah.
I know I'm a broken record, but again, I'm planting corn, so.
We're getting closer to this again.
Let's get it going.
They hear something.
They hear something. We just they can also hear us. Dome Talk. I think
Dun, 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 dun.
I think we should just leave this Dome Talk as for maybe the deal that Brad Hardigan is putting together.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Here,
going.
no, let me start it
The
out.
mini
Okay.
dome.
Let
he-
me. I got something I've been saving here.
Ooh.
Ooh.
So once again, it's a Brandon Beater idea, but he doesn't get it done, and somebody else does. We talk about dome racing, and then somebody gets a dome and races.
Ooh.
I told him this on the phone already, so he's not.
Oh.
I'm ignoring him.
Yeah. Well, I'm looking for an answer, but it's new to me, not you. Okay.
I gave him a couple weeks to think of an answer, and he doesn't.
Yeah.
I
Crickets,
stumped-
huh?
Yeah,
It's quiet.
maybe I made my secretary mad now.
Be careful. I am. I am.
Be careful. What
So-
Smalls is trying to say is I have a lot of good ideas, but I don't have the cojones to actually act them out.
Well, it's hard to stay
You know-
focused. It's a busy world. It's a busy world. A lot of distractions out there.
Like the whole schedule thing that he's doing this year, that was something I talked about way back when or a few years ago. He's doing it.
But I'm starting to see his memory is not very good, so maybe when he thought about it,
Well,
It just went away.
yeah.
we weren't sure if you read about it or dreamt about it. Or talked about it.
It might have been a Snapchat.
With lights on it.
Turn Snapchat off. You can't get nothing done. That thing's dinging all the time. So.
Oh, God. Yeah, don't talk. Speaking of Snapchats, I seen a picture of the racetrack.
Oh.
It looks pretty legit.
Yeah, I'm working on going there right now.
I just feel like a bad dad now because we got a slingshot, but I don't know if is that where you cut her loose for her first night, or do we just watch?
You're thinking you want a practice night at least.
And
Of course, the top speed of Nodak being a practice night probably ain't the right first night either.
I've
but
seen her on a four-wheeler, and there's one speed. So I'm kind of – I don't want to be the
Yeah.
first one to have a kid go out the wall. So I think we're just going to leave the 73K at home.
That's the
yeah,
most
see?
up-to-date picture. Brad Hardigan just sent it to me.
that is Chili Bowl material.
Well, that – and then I seen
Look at that.
Maybe she could do it because it's
Yeah.
pretty legit.
Yeah. God, Smallsy, I don't know. I was a little apprehensive, but I don't know that I am now.
Right?
That might be the right deal.
See, I'm going to have some logistical stuff to work out. You notice there's really not a place to put a camera on either side? I might have a Power Fuels man lift or something in
Well,
there.
you might have to spend that money and get a drone.
Oh, just do the drone the whole time in there?
Well, I'm thinking we
Yeah.
put a camera up right in there. Shoot her across to wherever the flagman's at. So might have some photo finish. That
Might
thing
need
is
a
looking
Brad-
stout. I like
Brad,
that.
we might need a scissor lift. Look how tight them corners are.
Oh,
Can you imagine legends on
man.
that?
Oh my! Now, okay, so this is happening, and it's in
Watford City.
Yep.
In the
And they're
Expo building. Yep.
In the Expo. And they're racing slingshots,
Yep.
Legends.
and
Like
go-karts.
carts.
Go-karts of some sort.
But
Two different divisions of go-karts.
Ah.
So, yeah.
Great thing. Great.
God, it looks fun.
Glad
Looks
to
fun.
be a part of it.
People support it.
And this
That's-
is Saturday the 24th, so
Yeah, it's just a one-day deal.
It's a
Well,
practice. They said they might be there Thursday to do some practicing. The track's obviously already built.
yeah.
Right.
We could practice all night. We'd hit concrete. Wear her down to nothing. We'll start with our pickups.
We just need to hit the lottery, and we'd have this all winter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's heated. It's
Right.
apparent.
Right.
And the dirt's pliable, so it ain't frozen. Yeah. Huh. Is Brad still listening?
I think so.
'Kay.
I'm bringing something else up here.
Okay.
You're pretty good at one of those.
At this computer stuff?
Yeah.
No.
Comparatively speaking, yes. Very. Yeah.
I was thinking about
Maybe
having
not in all crowds, but you're doing good in this crowd.
Smalls
You're
being
doing
my
great.
IT guy someday.
Whew.
Man.
That might be at the 100th.
Well,
There's the
nice.
information
There
for
we
it right
go.
there.
okay, there's the flyer.
That's what I was
And-
working
Ah.
on.
And we got money there. Jeez.
boy.
$6,700 payout, 23rd, 24th.
Hmm.
Kind of gives you an idea of what the track is going to be. 206 feet long, 113 feet wide. The racing surface is 33 feet. So what he's meaning is 206 feet from top of corner to top of corner. You know, from the very furthest corner to corner
Okay.
Yeah.
at the top of the track, and then 113 feet wide from top of straightaway to top of straightaway. But the track itself is 33 feet wide on either side.
Got it. Yeah. Well, I think for that size car, I think that sounds like a 5-laner to me. This is where Dilly digs into and gets out the 800 gear for the late model.
Yeah.
810s or whatever.
We were talking legends.
Oh my God.
Jordan's going late models.
Yeah.
Jordan's sending Dilly down there with a late model.
3 teeth on the little gear. And 26 on the top gear.
Oh.
Well, yeah, these cars are going to need quick changes.
Yeah.
They're going to be a really little small gear on the bottom. Yeah. Huh. That's
So-
going to be a shorty.
Yeah,
But it will be fun. It looks fun.
Brad
I want
Hardigan,
to take a hot lap.
Southwest Speedway. Brad Hardigan, the gentleman that runs
Yes. The racetrack.
the
Southwest
racetrack at Southwest Speedway. He's putting that show on. So yes, make sure you need to you get down there and support it.
Speed. Yes. I think.
Right.
And as of now, it's planned to be broadcast on Darn TV. I'm just forewarning Brad and the viewers. If the Bishop Ryan Lions get into a regional or a state championship play-in game,
There will be no.
there will be no broadcast.
Yeah.
So go in person.
So go in person.
Yeah.
If they play, I'm guessing the Nedros Cardinals get into a state play-in
We
game.
got exactly the same schedule at 2 different buildings. So, yeah. But
Races will happen in the future. Our daughters,
Yeah.
are seniors one time in their life.
yeah,
And
they're
Right.
playing their last game or games. We thought they might have already. so
I hope
Yeah.
everybody understands that,
So-
but that's the only thing that'll get in the way. If both of our daughters lose by that point in time, hopefully you can join me. You can ride down with me.
That-
We can.
that is my commitment as we speak. So
Craig was talking about hopefully
going and
the Dirt Weekly trio being the announcers.
ah,
Yeah, I'll just stay home. Thanks.
You
can
just
be
stay
the-
home?
Well, you're going to be the pit man because
You're going to be the pit man.
Kendra's going?
you asked. We said yes. I
Oh,
said
yeah,
no,
yeah,
but then I said yes. I'm thinking it's wide enough and good
Holy.
enough.
Let's put this back up here.
I got to get home. I
Where,
got
where
work to
can
do.
the where can the 70? What is she? The 73 M.
Yeah,
73
M.
Yeah, K or M or whatever she decides that day.
I see her running
KM.
around that
KM.
track really well.
Yeah. You need about a 3/2 sprocket on the front, though. And then one that's the same size as the back tires in the back. Because that's going to be little.
If I show up Wednesday and Brad says, well, we don't practice till tomorrow, I'm going to say, no, we need practice today. You think he'll let us?
I don't think I got. He sent
Well-
me the phone number of the people, the
They
lady
saw-
that runs it. So maybe we can get you in there a little early.
She'll probably like me.
Yeah.
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 Well,
You just rub some of your Smalls charm on her.
yeah.
I haven't found anybody that hates me yet. But,
It is the off season, so you should be good going into this. It's been a few months.
I
So.
mean, Pfeiffer's been really nice to me
Yeah.
lately, so.
See, I'd already
Yeah.
kind of gotten over that. Now you freshened me up on it, so now I'm kind of messed up.
Yeah.
Kind of still. I'm kind of in the middle. Yeah, no, can't.
So we're gonna get
I
some
think you
real.
should go down there, and the proverbial. It's easier to ask for forgiveness than permission.
That's true.
Just shoot her in there.
Yeah.
Get about a 10-lapper in.
Yeah.
Hey, you can't be in here yet. Oh, we didn't know. Okay. And then you'll know a whole bunch. You'll see if she bounces it off any walls, so you'll be ready to go.
Oh,
like
looks
it.
like my weekend's planned now.
Yeah.
Let's
You're down in the dirt. I think we should have a microphone on him so we can get a little father coaching words.
Brad Hardigan says, let's do this. Bring her down for some promo video.
Jeez.
It's over.
I might
It's
just
over.
own this building by the end of the weekend.
Yeah, no. Smallsy, your first 1,000 on the modified is history.
Yeah.
We're going slingshot racing. We're going slingshot racing.
This
so.
is where the YouTube.
I like it. Thanks, Brad.
Yeah.
I'm excited. I might just go down there and get a motel room. I don't want to miss a minute.
This is where the YouTube channel of Smalls needs to become like a thing now. Me as a race dad.
How can I do Darn
Oh,
TV?
God.
Yeah.
How can I do Darn TV and your YouTube channel? There's only one of me.
I tell you what, when the YouTube channel makes way more money than Darn TV ever did.
I don't usually promote some of this stuff, but have you
What
ever?
I haven't learned.
Don't pull up that interview.
I'm not.
That was pretty rough.
The one
That
with
did-
you and I in the conference room.
That didn't take
We're-
off like we thought.
We're not going there. That got
It's on YouTube though. If anybody wants to check it out.
Dilly Bar. You will never think Smalls for president again.
Or he might like
These two have locked horns already. There's already.
Hey,
Ooh.
I thought we were having a Dirt
Yeah.
Weekly about that.
I think we need to get Dilly Bar in here,
Yes.
and we need to replay that video.
We've all grown up enough to figure out what was going on that night.
I think this is gold.
Holy.
You want to talk about
Hey,
viewership?
I don't know. Okay, so just some hard facts before we get into any of the fun here.
Yeah.
So, in Dilly's house, unless MBI's moved it, I don't think she has. I don't think she can. It'd be illegal. In Dilly's house, when you come in, on the refrigerator is the fine from fighting with you in Mandan.
He got
It's on the fridge.
He got suspended for a year.
I got booted, and I did
He
nothing.
got a $500 fine, and it's on the refrigerator from IMCA.
That was it. He
Is that-
would.
well,
I
so
call-
long ago, I don't remember all the details,
I-
but
I post-
but the receipt's on the fridge.
I posted mine right online, and I wanted to see his, but he would never do it. But now I just need
It's
to
just
go
a
to
matter
the
of
fridge.
taking a picture because it's on the fridge. I've seen it. I should have taken a picture of it.
And
I don't know
my-
what I was thinking.
Mine's still at my mom and dad. She won't throw it away.
Hey,
Yeah.
oh my God, one on each side. Just,
you and I in the middle.
they have
You-
They have both been presidents of race clubs since. This is
Great.
amazing. This is amazing.
Welcome to the race
In America, you can be anything. It's true. You can be anything in America.
At least once.
Dang. We have come a long ways. We have come a long ways. Sorry, Brad. We got off course there. Oh, man. So
That's got to be the hot
Brad's
sauce.
paying attention
Hey,
when
we got to the
God.
hot sauce topic.
that is
Wow.
the hot sauce
Yeah.
topic.
Yeah.
wow.
We're rolling with
Sweat running on that one. That was close.
it. Were you there in person to see it?
I was not.
Have you seen the video?
I think Dylan's tried to show it to me. I don't remember it right off.
Should I tell you the date?
You can go back to Darn TV and watch it.
Yeah. Well, Dylan can. Yeah, somebody should pipe in pretty soon.
Well, I'll just save it for our episode. You'll have to tune in when it's on Dirt Weekly. It will be announced.
Yes.
You guys can watch.
Man.
Will he come? Is
Dilly
he-
Bar?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, he's got to be. It's got to be a day he ain't working, but yeah.
Oh.
Other than
We'll
that,
make it work.
Yeah. He's got to come up and work on DBI too, anyway.
Yeah.
So we'll make a day out of it.
Yeah. It might be a Saturday episode.
I think we need MBI over there.
Oh yeah. Well, we need MBI in the room. Make sure everything stays on the rails. So.
Yeah, it'd be the tail end of June, No.
Dude, we got this rolling. We need to see this video. I want to see this
who is
video.
this?
Darcy Dennis, Jared Johnson.
Yeah.
They have to wait.
Yeah.
They have to wait.
Yeah.
It's coming on an episode of the Dirt Weekly.
Yeah.
And it's going to be an
This
episode.
is physical contact with IMCA fines and suspensions.
And full
In Mandan. Corner one hole where you pull in at.
Well, it started on the track. Just so everybody knows. It actually started with like 4 laps left of a B main that we both qualified for the A main. I'm still confused. And I watch it all the time. And I was involved in it. I need answers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
It's going to be
We
good.
all need answers.
I feel like there's only one guy that has the answers.
We'll get him on here.
Dang. Oh, this is going to be
And
fun.
maybe when he's on here,
Dang, Dilly Bar. I mean,
might have more
I didn't mean
questions.
I didn't mean it to go this way,
Right.
but we need to know.
yeah,
We need
I'm going
know.
to have to rewatch the show and even find out how we got here, but here we are.
Well, just on another quick topic, Chris Yost and Brian Tighe said you need a Sport Compact win as well if you get a stock car one
Well,
to get all 5.
Yeah.
yeah.
You can rent Chris's car.
I don't fit in a
participate.
15-inch seat.
Yeah.
So
Well.
you start getting me a car, that'll be last on my list. I was thinking I could maybe.
That's got room. You can put anything you want in there.
I was thinking
Bench seat.
I was gonna wait for that. Hey, I was gonna wait for that class maybe when I was like 58. Yeah, did you feel that, Jordan?
Yeah. You got a little chilly in here.
Dylan, NBI runs a tight ship these days.
Oh,
See?
See?
I know what I'm talking about there.
And then the
But-
comment of the week, Isaac Sondrel, the sponsor of Hot Sauce Topic, Spicy Topic, the last 10 minutes was worth every dollar of his sponsorship.
Exactly. And hey, that's another guy. Hey, that's another guy that Smalls is getting along with. Where back in the day, not so good.
Hey, Dilly, clip a shot of that receipt and send it to me
Yeah.
so I can. It's on the fridge. I know where it's at.
Better yet, send it to me.
I need to see
Right.
it. Yeah,
Yeah.
I need
I'm
to
ready.
see that.
I'm ready. Yeah.
Man, we might.
Chris Yost says he has a 17-inch seat in his.
I can fit that.
Yeah. Holy
We-
smokes. We're getting places tonight. It ain't even cold out.
How about this? A little recap. I started in the night in a sprint car. I'm all the way down to a Sport Compact.
Man.
Started
In
the
America, anything can happen. We've been here twice. Hey, Brad. Brad's waiting patiently for us to get back on that on the mini dome.
Yeah,
That's looking good.
yeah,
Yeah.
100%.
God, you can't fit in Kendra's car. You need to take that thing out for a rip.
Now you're in a
Back
slingshot.
her in. Back her in. Yeah.
What is next?
I've seen Slade see it out of his car. There's no way I'm driving one either. So.
Brad's deal next weekend, a week from this Saturday, the 24th. What? I don't know. We should have maybe got Brad on for this, but
Yeah, we
I don't
should.
know. I don't know what kind of seating they're going to have there for viewership for people to be there. I seen.
Well, ask the question. Maybe he'll answer. So you are asking it. So,
Yeah.
Brad, give us a rundown on what the seating is.
Yeah, we're back to.
Is this a family affair? We have popcorn. We got concessions.
On the Snapchat I seen, it looks like it's right when you walk in the door. Nice concessions.
Oh, it is.
Beautiful.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't. I mean, I just Snapchat world, but it looked.
Okay.
Everything looks new.
Brad Hardigan said he's got 2 sprint cars. Just needs a 17-inch seat for you.
Holy cow.
Holy
Holy cow.
I'm
I'm going to go find this 17-inch seat because I just want to see what we're talking about here.
They won't even know. They won't even know who Donnie Schatz is once I get in one.
They won't. They won't. That is true. Oh man.
There are people. There are people willing to pay money to see you in a slingshot.
They might have the high limit series, but they don't have Smallsy.
Somebody get Kyle on the phone here.
Yeah,
He
that
doesn't-
Kyle.
Yeah. He doesn't know what he's missing.
He doesn't.
1,500 seating, full food service, beer sales.
Oh my goodness, beer too. Dilly, maybe you're going on this too. Now, Dilly, send me a picture of that IMCA receipt. I'm waiting.
I need Dilly to be the crew chief of the 73.
M or KM?
KM, maybe, yeah,
Oh.
because
Yeah.
he's a lot smarter than me. I'm just going there for PR
as tight
work.
as those corners are, it's going to have a push.
Right.
Solid
I
axles in that tight corner aren't going to work together well.
I need DBI.
Yeah, DBI on
Yeah.
you talk about full circle, from suspensions and fines to crew chiefing.
Yeah.
I like it. Yeah.
Dylan, how are you going to set him up for that?
I'm thinking about 15 inches of stagger. And I'm
So
talking
you want-
about a slingshot.
So you want me to put a Hoosier on the right rear? Is that what-
Yeah. Put your Mod B-lock on the right side. Give her a fighting chance here. She's going to push bad. This is flat. There's no help.
Looks like there's a little bit of banking on it.
Yeah, I think so.
I'll have to be out there with my level. That's how I set Nodak up.
8 foot 2x4 on a level. It works everywhere else.
You've been spying on me when I build the racetrack?
Well, that's how I
Yeah,
would do it. It's got grade. Payday's on Friday.
Yeah.
So,
Darcy, the plan is Darcy wants us to announce this deal, so she doesn't have to.
'Kay.
Darcy, the plan is me to be down there Friday. I'm going to go down 2 days from now, and I'm going to visit with the gal. Brad gave me the gal's information. I'm going to go down there and hopefully have a plan, so we will take the announcing duties off of your plate, with the caveat again, if my daughter's team is playing, we will not be there.
yeah.
I love racing, but I love my daughter a little bit more.
Well, you got to do it. I mean,
Yeah.
I
They're
could-
only seniors once.
Yeah.
We're racing blockheads forever. So
if you have somebody set it up
So-
and I just got to sit here like this and announce, I could do that for you.
I think that would be worth money in itself as well.
Yeah. Yeah. Nick ain't seen nothing yet.
Him and Donnie Shots might be sitting in the same corner.
Yeah, that Donnie.
3 feet of banking from the inside to the outside, so there's 3 feet
That's-
difference between.
Here it is. Here
That
it is.
quick.
Yeah. As I told you, it's on the fridge. Here we
It's
go, dude.
on the fridge.
Oh, the suspense.
Looks.
You guys aren't even going to be able to see it at home because they're just passing the phone back and forth.
Oh,
Well, I'm gonna get up and go show the camera. This is
that baby is about the same as mine, but his is missing the 1 year and the other 1,000.
okay. Okay. How
I'm-
can I do this here now? So
You almost got to get up and walk it all the way over
I'm
to
gonna
the.
do that.
Yeah.
Here we
Yeah.
go.
All right.
I've never seen Jordan this excited, even after a win.
Tell you if he's close.
That's-
You better keep going.
Yeah, you gotta.
It might not even.
There we
there
go.
it is. There it is. Just hold it there. Down a little
down.
bit. Down a little bit. Okay. How long? You're good.
Yeah.
Somebody can pause it if
that-
they want to.
That's a preview of what's coming up on the Dirt Weekly. Be prepared.
As crazy as it sounds here, we don't make these things up. They really happen.
Yeah.
So, thank you, Dilly.
And now
Thank you.
Dylan is going to be the crew chief for Kendra's slingshot.
Yeah.
Now, Dilly, this is not this Saturday, but it's next Saturday. So,
But you
NBI, you listening?
you might want to come up this Saturday to get started.
Thank you. Yeah. Yeah. Ooh. Like I say, bring up your 800.
I mean,
812
we
quick change
got to
gears.
talk. You know,
So,
the Smalls entertainment years is almost a decade ago.
ooh. It's hard
Yeah.
to believe because it seems awful
I
fresh
think-
still.
There's young minds that have not seen or heard.
Golly.
You're not wrong. There's half the crowd, I bet, that doesn't even realize what the entertainment value of Smalls in a race car.
When he was in wheelie mode.
Yeah.
You show some of them pictures.
Man.
Maybe,
Ra-
you and Bruce are getting along these days too.
Yeah,
You talk
there we
about
go.
full circle
Yeah.
again.
Jesus. Again, it's America. There is nothing impossible.
People
the
thought
7
Nodak
wonders
was
of
going to
the
burn
world.
down last year, and hey,
The 7 wonders
yeah.
of the world. We've touched
Between-
on about 3 of them tonight.
Yes.
big ones.
Big ones.
Might as well go 4. The 11P, the Sondrel, Dilly. That Dilly's got to be.
Oh,
And then
man.
Bruce.
Yeah.
Man,
Oh.
jeez.
I didn't think there was.
I don't think there's a chair for you at this upper table. There's, I mean,
there is
but
now.
there isn't. There wasn't.
There
there is.
I would say I got a 75% chance staying for supper all night.
What do you got people messaging you too? Terry Fowler said this crew would be definitely entertaining the crowd if we were announcing. I don't know how much racing we would talk about, but
well,
we'd
you
have
get
to
a little
keep,
bit of everything.
Yeah.
If we know anything about you personally, you're fried.
And it was probably me bringing your personality out. That's why, okay, speaking of the Super Bowl, America's going nuts about how Travis Kelce and Big Red, kind of tangled. And I'm sitting there, that ain't nothing.
Rookies.
If they would have had a camera on me, America would have been prepared for that.
Well,
who went up the flag stand? Who went to the flag stand?
Darren. Yeah,
because they black flagged you. Because Bruce black flagged you.
Yeah, and then I spun them things.
The Brodies on the straightaway.
And I told him he was number 1
with the not the right finger.
And Darren just jumped on a 4-wheeler and took off. And the crazy part is
Nathan could have been the flag man.
He could have been Bruce's assistant. and chaos.
He's a good ref.
Right.
So.
and chaos was all just going on. And I finally fly off the track. And I guess people say I just missed Darren shooting to go get Bruce. I didn't see him, but somehow it went like this and that.
Hazard him?
Yeah,
you cleared him.
Yeah, I must have. And next thing you know, I'm back at the trailer cleaning out, yelling, and almost trying to lose my job for Monday because my boss is the president, and Darren's getting Bruce, and there wasn't anybody sitting down.
Entertaining to say the least.
And often we wonder, why do we need fines and suspensions?
I don't know why I got fined. It was the talk of the town.
Well, there's a promoter saying, if you fight in the pits, it's $100 fine. If you fight on the front straightaway, I'll give you $100. So
it was
you
all
did your part.
Yeah.
You did your part, and you still got stung.
Yeah, right.
Oh no!
But I think because the boss was the president, he probably had to set an example.
Let me tell you, I didn't go to work until about 11 that morning, and I walked in, and I'll never forget. He said he was on the phone. I could hear him talking. It was race car. It was not tow truck stuff. And he says, I got to go. He's here. And then you might as well get in here.
He was stomping out fires for you.
I walk in and shut that door. Shut the door. And I don't know if I'm going to get you out of this one, boy. That's how it started.
Yeah. Yeah.
I said, well.
I feel like I was there listening.
Yeah, you know how he is.
Yeah.
And that's what he started with.
Yeah. I don't know how I get you out of this one.
The tales of Smalls.
Yeah.
You say that's been a 10-year period already?
Yeah. That was in 2013, so the 10-year was last year.
Wow.
I should have did it in the water truck
life
last
ain't fair.
year.
It goes by
The
too
Dilly
fast.
Bar deal was that in 2015?
15. Yeah, it was bam, bam, bam for me. It was that. I think there was a little bit of stuff in 11 with Rudlin, just a little bit.
He was 12 in 02.
Yeah, so start doing that. There was a lot of fire in this
to get in the bar, but he's fighting everything that moves.
I got to start it off. Rudlin kicked me out of a race at Nodak. I think it was Motor Magic. He boots me. He comes down at intermission. We get into it because I was lapping his niece in a heat race, and I got into her. And he come down, and he tells me he should have black flagged me for rough driving. Well, you know how young Smalls was at that point.
He was 12 in 2002?
Yeah, that's what he said.
So this is an 11, I think.
Not many grow-up years in there.
Nah,
right.
Yeah,
Right around
21,
15.
yeah, see?
Years old, 16.
Right. It doesn't go good. He tells me to load it up. Well, that don't go good either. But we slammed the car on the trailer, and we're headed out the gate. Ron Hiddle's like, where are you going? I got kicked out. I think I said some other words. So next thing you know, I don't even get halfway to. I was living at home, so I don't even get halfway home. My phone's blowing. Get back here. You can race. Okay. So I turn around. I'm calling Darren saying, hey, they're going to let me race. He's in the stands. He's like, well, the hobbies are on the track. I said, they're going to wait for me. So the hobbies are going out there driving around. I come flying, to get back in the pits. I just stopped by the pit trailer. I got like 7 guys helping me unload the car. I'm throwing the suit on. I don't even know if I went out with belts on. I just send her.
Did you win?
Who knows? After all
I have no idea. Right?
Let's do some research on this.
Yes.
Where are we going to find that? What year was this?
11.
11.
It had to be.
That narrows it down to 15 nights by itself, so
Right.
we're already close.
Well, 11 is the flood year, right?
Right.
Yeah.
I know. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we didn't. Yeah.
So it was short.
It was short.
We're down to 5-6 nights.
and this is where I can tell you where this deal started to boil, because I was like second in points, and I blew a tire, and I did the possum deal.
Oh, you played possum.
But
that's why Max can't get away with
But
it.
there was another guy. Yeah, there we go.
Smalls wore it out.
Yeah, yeah, and he don't forget. You call me, I call you. So, because I don't forget. There was somebody else that did it that year, and he got by with it, won the championship. I tried it. I got sent to the pits. So things started to boil a little bit earlier than the whole load up and get out of here. But that, so
man.
let's say 2011, things started to. I don't even. You might as well just say 09, 08 when I started.
We can go a little deeper here, because there was a point in time. Well,
redefining breaking down barriers.
The story goes a little further.
Yeah,
I pay you to strip a car for me.
Oh, jeez, that's a story.
I pay him to strip a car so I can put a body on.
Do we have viewers?
45.
Okay, so
Oh, boy.
I pay you to strip a car so I can put the body on a hobby stock, and what I get back is a burnt car.
Stripped
You
with a
burned
torch?
down-
With a fire?
it was Smallsy's way of making money to go racing. I was stripping race car bodies like crazy, and I had a little system going. I was doing good.
Campfire in the interior?
Well, this is where it went bad. This is where it went south. So I was using Grandpa and Grandma's garage, and the beaters ordered one, maybe 2. See how this one goes. So it's a Sunday morning, beautiful, calm. I run down to Grandpa and Grandma. I'm going to get started on this one. It's about done, ready to go. I got to get some money. I cut there's 2 metal strips that hold the back seat backrest in. I ain't using the grinder. I'll just torch them quick. And then I go outside to do something. I come back. I'm like, man, that thing's smoking pretty bad. So
The seats are obviously still in it.
just the backrest.
Oh, okay.
I already took everything else is gutted. Everything. So this garage, it was old. No sheetrock, nothing. It was just rafters. So I pull on this backrest, and this seat goes. Whoosh. I'm like, oh, you know the word. Now what? I run out the door to go get the garden hose. Mind you, this is Grandpa and Grandma's house. Go to get the garden hose. Garden hose. My life story comes up short. We are standing at the door going.
You got your thumb on the end trying to squirt it?
Not working.
Not working.
I hear wood burning. Not good. Garbage can. I'm standing there filling this garbage can. Now my thought process is fill this, try and throw it on there. It'll be out. That's a lot of wood burning noise.
You're burning rafters now?
We're already burning. Yeah, because I had this car up on sawhorses. I'm doing the bare. We're about done.
So you're up off the ground. I was like,
yeah,
how to get up
so-
that high?
Oh,
Because you were close.
Yeah,
Okay.
right.
Oh.
So now I'm like, uh-oh. Let's just get the torch out because this is game over. Game over. I'm pulling
Burning
shit.
down
I'm pulling shit out of the garage left and right, and I see Dad and Darren walking down to come help me. They don't know the garage is on fire. I yell, the garage is on fire. They're like, what? I said, the garage is on fire. Darren's like, it is. So now they're running.
Darren and Al
Yeah, they're
in
coming.
hot pursuit?
Yeah, hot pursuit. We're getting stuff out. Next thing you know, I'm calling 911. This is true story. This is no joke. I'm calling 911. Rural fire department.
I need the big pumper.
But Sunday morning, where are them people at?
Church.
So they're like, yeah, we'll get them coming, you know. We're standing there pretty soon. You know, flames are coming out of the roof now. It's game over. My grandpa calls.
Oh, boy.
My grandpa calls. Hey, what are you doing? Burning the garage down? I'm like, yeah.
Technically.
How do you know? He's like, well, Carrie and I were working on the scanner, and they said, whatever, 19 Chaparral garage fire. And Carrie's like, isn't that your play? Oh, yeah, Justin must be down there working on the car. So they heard it over the scanner.
Grandpa didn't get too excited?
This is what he says. He says, you burning the garage down? I said, yeah. Okay, I'll be out to watch. Not to. Mind you, my Aunt Darla and Grandma are still in the house. They don't have a clue this is going on. Dad's over there watering the house, so the
You're
side
burning one end of the house, and they're watching TV on
Yeah.
the other.
Finally,
Oh,
they
boy.
come out because they see all the commotion. The garage is on fire. I'm like, really? It's been burning for 15 minutes already. So, long story short, we got the car half out. So the back half, it burned. The roof was a little burned.
We used it.
Yeah.
I used
Yeah.
it.
So then I had to call the beaters and say, hey, car's stripped, but it needs some Bondo.
It's got a little heat warpage in it.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
all looked the same with paint on it, huh?
So-
It was used.
It was used.
The rainbow car, 2009.
And
Rainbow car.
Right. And as far as the fire department, showed up when it was they just
The garage didn't go down. Have a hole burned in the top, though?
Oh no, she went
It went down?
there was nothing left.
Oh.
Did they get one rebuilt?
Yeah. The concrete still they didn't replace the concrete, so that still has the pop mark. So if anybody, the 45 people that just listened to that, if you don't believe me, I can show you. And I still think I got full price on the body. So I
I
can't
paid him for it.
I can't talk shit about the beaters. They
I
paid me.
paid him.
I just
Pain and suffering was real.
Well, it accomplished what we wanted.
yeah.
The
Yeah.
roof was a little wavy.
Yeah, a little bit heat warp in it,
Yeah.
but well, a little bit of paint, a little bit of dirt. It's all the same. Yeah.
it was
So
wow.
and then back before I was a secretary, personal secretary, there was some yelling moments and screaming moments when he was a hobby stalker, because he was just barely past 12
Right, in 02.
Yeah.
in 02, and I was kind of a wily veteran in this about this time of year, and he came in and
Ran over everything and everyone.
Not necessarily. I was just on a mission.
he was on a mission.
I watched the Blues Brothers in that show, and they say we're on a mission from God, and I'm like, that's what we're going with.
Here's how it went. Here's how it went. There,
Oh, man.
Oh, hey, here's another guy that we probably could add on. Rob Stenvold. We didn't see eye to eye.
no.
He actually made me not show up graduation night because he was gonna roll me. This is before Facebook was big, so this is just getting through text
But
messages.
this is the same year that
Yeah,
I'm talking
yeah,
about.
yeah.
This is the same year.
Is this like 08? Or?
This
nine.
09.
Rookie,
09.
Yeah, rookie year. We're
Somehow
making
he
friends.
missed me. 2009. Somehow
missed
he
you.
missed me. I won the championship. I never got tagged by Smalls that
no
whole
lack
year.
of effort, just missed you.
I watched that night. You got so mad at me. I started out front within 2 laps. It was just a slobber knocker track, just grease ball. I was all the way in last. But then I passed everybody to get second, and I just about took Loggy out to win the race. I mean, you could hear the crowd in the old YouTube video just going nuts because I sent it, and I never even touched him, but he's the first one yelling at me in the claim area. You're gonna kill somebody. That's what you said.
I was yelling at him in the claim area. I'm like, holy
you weren't
God,
even
man.
victimized.
I
You just
I
knew it
never
was
got
coming.
Smalls. He stayed away from me. Maybe the whole
did-
body thing. He sold me a burnt body.
Yeah.
What? Yeah.
I don't know.
Maybe.
But I
Little
was trying to speak up.
subconscious fence there.
Trying to speak up for everybody else in the class. We didn't necessarily see eye to eye on how a racer should race, but
God.
he did it the Smalls way.
I just remember,
Yeah.
I'll never forget it. We're pulling into the old claim area, the gate.
the
you know?
gated fence right there.
I'm the last one to get there, and all I see him tossing his jacket, and he's throwing his hands. I'm like, oh, this ain't gonna be good. This ain't gonna be good.
I've been here before.
Yeah.
Still am.
And
But
all-
that was the same year Rob Stenvold wanted to
Yeah.
dump you.
yeah,
Graduation night, you didn't show
Gra-
up because you were afraid you were going to get wrecked.
yeah, and then he ended up rolling. And I
Yeah, he did that night,
yeah.
rolling Rob Stenvold.
And I hate to admit it, but I laughed. I'm like, got him. And I wasn't even there.
You weren't
I
even
didn't
there. You were the problem, and you weren't even there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. True
But that's
stories.
how the full circle goes. Now I'm his
Yeah.
personal secretary.
Right.
Yeah, boy.
I just remember.
It's amazing.
Do you remember what I said
It
to
is
you?
amazing.
I can't remember shit.
I mean, that's true. You proved it tonight. But I said, when I got out of the car and you're yelling at me, and I said, hey, if I wanted to make friends, I would have went to church in the morning. But instead, I came to the Nodak Speedway. Shut up.
I think you said a couple times, I didn't even touch you.
Yeah, and I said that too. But
And I go, I know, but you hit everybody else.
right.
Because you didn't have a fender on. You didn't have a nose piece
Yeah,
on.
but people
Yeah,
don't.
I
People,
remember those days.
But it was only the first 5 nights. You know what we were doing wrong? Nose piece this far from bumper. So what does it do when you do touch
Yeah,
something?
it pops the fenders
yeah, it just
out.
was because we didn't have to use tow hooks then.
Blows the rivets out, and there you are.
There I was. But once we put the bumper to the nose piece,
And
it
then-
was game on. It was
The
game
chrome
on.
horn was real then.
Yeah.
Isn't it funny, though, 5 nights to begin your racing career when you didn't know that little deal and you popped the fenders off? People still remember them 5 nights, and they give you a hard time about them.
But they don't realize I won 2 features my rookie year.
I would never remember. I just know that you lost your.
And I didn't finish all the top 5 after the fair break. I got it wrote on one of them little cards because we didn't have my race pass. I knew this day was going to come where I had to prove my skills.
Yeah, but I can write whatever I want.
Oh, this writing, you can tell I was 12.
Yes. Oh, man. I didn't see this coming. This is a good time.
Yeah.
Boda Shaw thinks you need to write a book.
Oh, man.
I can't write. You going to type a book for me now?
Audio book.
Hey,
Oh, shoot.
Man, I see, people don't realize I've been around this way too long. I got to retire.
It sounds like it sounds, me thinking of listening to this, it sounds like you're embellishing this. You're not.
I'm not.
This really happened.
This is
way.
true. Yeah, true stories.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we didn't even touch into the years when I was just helping Wyatt and how I'd act. I mean,
Yeah.
I was
that's for another show.
that was the 13 to
Yeah.
18 range before I was sent
'Cause-
off in my
wait,
own.
'cause
world.
We're working on being popular.
We can go into the whole Smalls nickname.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
almost a show.
Yeah.
Well, that's a part of a show, I guess.
Bald guy curly.
Should we wrap this up? We've been
dang.
going on for 2.5 hours.
And we actually
Okay,
have viewers.
so
Yeah.
okay, I'm
Where do we want to go?
torturing Brad here, but is there places to set to watch the races?
1,500 seats.
Yeah.
1,500. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
we covered.
Oh man, I didn't catch the 1,500.
Now,
okay.
if you look at this,
This thing's gonna be fun.
that.
if
Right.
you look at this photo again, there's some bleachers over on the right-hand side,
Oh.
right
Oh,
there.
Okay. Yeah, I just seen those cattle guards. I didn't look all the way.
I don't know if they're going to be strung all the way along that side.
Uh huh. Okay.
We're
And
gonna.
it must be outside parking, right?
I'm
assuming.
guessing so.
Right.
Outside pit area. If we still have Brad, we might have lost him by now.
Yeah,
But
well,
It's supposed to be like in the 40s, so
you're right. You don't. Yeah.
we've been at the races colder, so it'll be good. Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna.
Yeah.
I think a scissors.
DBI tweaking on 73 km.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Could be a good week. It could be a start of an. Could be a vice
Yeah.
president run maybe in
Yeah.
a couple of years. I know.
Making racing great again.
making championships great.
Yeah,
Oh,
right.
yeah.
Championship's great.
Darcy
again.
said outside parking.
Oh,
Darcy, I'm gonna need a scissor lift or something to be in if we're gonna video this and announce.
Yeah. One that don't tip over when Smallsy's kid runs into us.
Come on, let's give her a little more credit than her dad already.
Oh, gosh.
Lucky she ain't got fenders to start
Yeah,
with.
she'll snag that right front in the scissor lift, and
Yeah.
we'll all be on
says
it.
there's
We'll all be
some-
on the dirt.
Well, she's gonna have to help us out in this picture. She said there's some upper seating area that's heated that people can be in. Where that must be from where they're at or what? Because
I'm not seeing it. Huh. Well,
we're gonna have to
There must be a lot more on this end.
behind us or something.
Huh.
Picture says
We'll make it
1,000
work.
words, but
We'll make it work.
Opposite end, so it's behind us.
Ah, okay. They're probably on it.
Right.
Probably.
Yeah, got it.
But I'll
Exciting.
throw this back up one more time just to give him, hey, it's winter racing, Bakken Shootout.
Support it.
Support it. Brad
Mm-hmm.
Hardigan, Rough Rider Motorsports. 23rd,
Yeah.
24th.
Is there any buzz going around on drivers? I mean, do we got Slingshot Legend guys paying attention?
I thought I seen something somewhere that a Legend guy was coming up from quite a ways away. Or
I don't know. I know
Okay.
the Rubies are going with the Slingshot.
Sebos are going
got
with the
Niner
Slingshot.
going. Okay.
Yeah.
Niner and 3. I don't know
I'm
about
sure the
9 and 3.
Canadians, I'm sure all them,
Yeah.
the Wilson
I
Slingshots.
thought Eli's was in. Yeah, that is Eli's. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
I'm sure the Slingshots are going to show up pretty good, unless a lot of them
the
guys
Pfeiffer
are
camp's
playing.
doing. There's 2 of them up there, so.
Right.
They weren't sure a couple weeks ago if they were going to make it. I remember we were in that group text with them or whatever. They didn't know if they were going to make it or not.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, they got 10 days.
Support it. Get out there, support it. Seating for 1,500 people. There's absolutely nothing else you need to do other than if your kids are playing basketball
You're right.
to go to this thing.
Yeah.
Or hockey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there a state tournament hockey that weekend?
Yeah.
State
Yeah,
hockey?
That's state hockey, huh?
Let's say hockey.
That'd be tough. But, well, let's
Whatever,
just see how the
yeah.
cards fall.
Yep.
So,
Other than that, I don't have anything else.
yeah.
God, I hope these people enjoyed this.
Everybody is
A
commenting.
flashback
Great
on-
show,
on-
good
on
stuff.
on some of Smallsy's finer moments.
Honestly, I'm probably going to have to give you a cut because I got to go way, way back. Your mom said something about this is why she has gray hair. Nathan Medler said true story. Chris Yost, my God, this is the best show.
we had to cough up Dilly Bar's
Yeah.
crime
Yeah.
record.
Um,
And that's the show pending. I mean, this is not
That's
over.
yet to come.
Yeah.
Speaking of, the winter just went by too fast. We had lots of good ideas, and I mean, we're running out of weekends here.
we just
Or
didn't
weeks.
get him. We didn't get him on here. Brian Tigey says the Dirt Weekly, the legendary tales of Smalls Medler.
Oh,
Isaac
man.
Sandro, this is where I'm going to have to give you a cut of this because if you're upping my sponsorship dollars, this is terrific.
Oh, boy. Yeah.
Chris, Fluffy, these are the good old days as we were talking
Yeah.
about.
Yeah. Ugh.
I remember Fluffy giving the old fist pump when I was spinning the shitties. And I hit him and Chris. Yeah, they were part of the problem. I was just going to
They're
do
egging
one.
you on, and you
I was
took it.
I was going to do one, but I seen those guys do one of these, and I'm like, we better do 2. And then it turned into 3, and then I better go. So, yeah,
You
Fluffy's
get
part
dizzy,
of
you don't know where to go. You're all messed up.
Yeah.
Gabe Deshaw sounds like he's working on being a legend, according to Bo.
Whoa.
Oh.
God, this is
Yeah.
getting more and more enticing to be there, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm
I can't wait.
I'm telling the
10
crowd,
days is a long time.
I'm not interested in a legend deal.
Yeah. Well, I've seen the fenders come off pretty easily without you.
I was worried about getting in and out, but you're
So
going.
you just
I'm
roll.
worried about the
Yeah.
fenders.
You just roll.
Oh.
Getting in is a little bit more difficult, but when coming out, you just turn, crawl, and roll. You're Jared from the county, the guy that you work with. He said, "Thanks for letting him know about this
He
show."
probably liked it.
Now, let's recap now. Brad said little promo with KM,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
let's get some laps in there.
Man, we're putting some pressure on me.
Rumor has it Justin Streifel has a legend.
Really?
Oh, I
Fluffy?
hadn't heard that.
Breaking the
Oh.
rumor.
I
That would be
suggested-
right up his alley.
Yeah, it would fit.
Right?
It would fit his scheduling well. Yeah,
So
I haven't seen him for a few months.
So the Nodak schedule is not looking so bad. We're getting guys to buy legends, get back in racing.
Are you guys planning on crowning a champion for the Legends? Have enough nights crowning a champion for Slingshots? Have enough nights or no?
Why do you ask me hard questions?
Well, we've had some joking, and now it's
No.
serious time of the show.
well, because they are
Well, I
pretty
know
good
we had
questions.
You'd
You'd have to do something with that TBD probably to make the 4.
right.
No.
No.
EIRI, except in rare instances.
You know?
So, we were thinking about just doing. Well, I'm pretty sure we agreed to do a champion for the Slingshots and the Legends, but it wouldn't be through the
INEX
same-
Through
or
INEX,
yeah,
yeah.
and
it'd just
Just
be a
a Nodak
track deal.
thing.
right.
Well,
That should be fair.
that's as valuable as anything to me. So
I'm not sure on the Legends how the points would work. I don't know how that would. That's not my question.
Not
right
your
now.
monkey, not your circus. What kind of
But,
is your
but it
circus?
kind of
Yeah.
is. Yeah,
It is your circus.
You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'll have to figure out the monkey in your circus.
The problem is I'm the clown right now. I'm supposed to be running the circus.
Yeah.
But
Jed Boyce
centering.
says it'd be
Oh.
cool to have mod lights down there.
It would be.
Oh,
it would
boy,
be.
yeah, another class.
That does have a quick change, so you could put about an 8-12 in it.
Jed's writing the schedules for North
Yeah.
Dakota. We got 25 classes to choose from.
Yeah. Well, why stop now? Hey, they have RC cars. They could race during intermission on the track inside the track.
Perfect.
Oh, boy.
I have one back here for you to race.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do. You
And
have
I
a bunch
don't-
back there.
And I don't
seen
have
'em.
to worry about the seat.
And you don't have to worry about the
Right.
seat.
Yeah.
Right. Make sure the batteries are fresh so they don't take off on you. Hi, Jedley, Damon.
Oh,
We didn't get much mod light in, but
no.
get 6 cars. We'll put them on. And when I say 6, 4 will get it done. Racer's math. So, well,
Mod lights wheelie right up your alley, Smalls.
yeah.
I've seen some big boys come out of those things. So
They come
yeah,
right out the roof.
Yeah, that's
Perfect.
Yeah.
I might be that situation in my mod right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, put
Ain't looking
the hinge
good.
on the front so
Yeah.
it's always down with air until we go around backwards. NASCAR flaps hit the hood. Clunk. So, okay.
Okay,
Ah,
We
let's
better-
wrap it up so I can
All
put
right.
this up on all the channels. It's only 9:30, so
well,
Yeah.
sorry
I
we're
was-
spotty on our presentation. We're
life and
parents
family
too,
and
so we got to get through some sporting seasons.
work gets in the way sometimes with me. So
Bouncing into Haas. Haas is the coach for the Velva boys.
Velva boys.
They've been on a run. They got their killer back in. So
I watched him
good
coach
on,
one night.
good on you, Isaac. Things are going
Watched
good there.
Watched
So
him walk up and down the floor. I heard there was something
Yeah.
about how many miles he puts on.
I
how
think
many
I,
steps.
yeah, I think I kind of made the comment. I can't believe you're not skinnier the way you.
oh no.
I told him.
Again,
be like
all opinions of
Yeah.
this show are not are not being.
I said to be like a hockey coach. Just stand there and look mad. Show no emotion.
I think Isaac and I talked, and he says the same thing about coaching. He's probably more nervous coaching than he is getting in a race car.
Yeah, why is that?
Because you're not in control.
Well, yeah.
That's why I don't ride on an airplane.
Because you're not in control.
Yeah.
There you go.
Oh boy, it's got to stay that way. It has to stay that way.
Yeah,
So-
Isaac has some. I think district tournament would start next Friday, tomorrow, a week from tomorrow.
Yeah.
Girls
boys
regional.
are like a week behind girls.
Yep, girls are Monday, Tuesday, Thursday. Boys are Friday, Friday, Monday, Tuesday the next week. So
Good luck to you, Isaac. You work hard at it, and I appreciate
I don't think.
it.
Do they have a playing game, Isaac? Do you have a playing game you got to go to? Because they have the whole new 3-class system.
Well, like I say,
confuses the-
we're A now, but Velva's still B. At least the girls are. I assume the boys are.
Yes.
So yeah. So
yes.
And that's good. Racers doing stuff like that.
yeah,
Absolutely.
You know.
In the community doing things.
Yep.
it is.
I think it's
Yep.
great. It's fun to
Bring those basketball kids to the races now.
He did that one night. We had his Velva Aggies, and I had my Minot Heat team, and they played a little game of basketball down in front of the grandstands.
Nice.
Oh.
I can't even remember what year that was. Had to be 17, 18, 19-ish.
Oh, we got darn TV now. We can go back and look.
We can. We can.
Research and development.
Got to at least give us the right year. Yeah.
Well, I got 5
right.
TVs this play each year.
Oh man.
I guess.
We better end this.
Okay.
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 Well, I
was
guess
fun.
for Jordan,
Yeah.
for Smalls, Brandon, we're out. Thank
See
you
you
for
soon.
watching.
Bye bye.